Y'all hear me?
I like what she's talking about.
Nah, that's fire.
Yeah, I like what she's talking about with the three. I feel like reggae dancehall, it's gotta figure out its way. Shout out to Afrobeat, shout out to all music. Period. End of story. I feel like we're heading into this space where it's about collaborations, man. It doesn't matter whether it's Afro, Latino, Afrobeat and Latin music, Afrobeat, reggae, Latino, hip hop, Latino. It just gotta be everybody. The world's becoming one, whether we like it or not, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like those when we mesh cultures together, huge things happen, bro. Like big things happen. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but
I agree with you. I think you're right, especially with the Afrobeat movement. There's a lot of the Afrobeat music is really hidden in the US right now.
Yeah, that dude, CK scoring big right now with that joint too. I feel like he's gonna get probably a good feature on that one. You look at that other joint, what's that? Peru, that shit he got Ed Sheeran. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what's helping propel like the Afrobeat sound, like it's tapping into like the mainstream even more now because it's been around forever. I mean, right. I know for every DJ in here, we've been spinning it. You know what I'm saying? We've been spinning that in the dancehall shit. It's just for whatever reasons when you look at like what Essence did last year with WizKid and like it really just kind of put some eyes on it on a big mass appeal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I just I just paying attention to it. I'm just like, man, and it's a beautiful thing to see like these collaborations. You just mentioned that one record with Ed Sheeran. I swear, man, I feel like that's got to be the biggest. That could be potentially the biggest record of the quarter, at least.
Yeah. I must say, Ed Sheeran's "The Shape of You" really took. That gives me Afrobeat sound too. If you go back and check it out.
Yeah, man, that Peru record got a hold on me, bro. I don't like it. Like, I don't like I'm not the nigga that like put a song on repeat, bro, but I swear I play that shit every motherfucking day. Every day. And I ain't done that on a record in a long ass time.
Yeah, no, get ready like next week. Empire's really about to get behind that record next, like that's gonna start impacting radio everywhere.
So Empire, that's an Empire signing.
Yeah, that what's that Fireboy DML or whatever, right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's an Empire.
Yeah.
Hold on, they got one, bro.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Well, because the record itself been out for a while on a solo tip, you know what I mean? But like I said, they got Ed Sheeran on the remix, so you saw what that did for WizKid when they got Justin Bieber. You know what I mean?
Right,
so,
right.
That get ready. Like I think you're right. That's gonna be the song of the quarter, kicking off the year. So.
Whoa.
Like that might have to be like the Raiders winning song, like after something.
Yo, Raymond, did you see E40's he did a video in the locker room of 49ers?
Yeah, for the 49ers.
His new song.
Yep.
Shoot, they got one for Cleveland Browns too. Like every football team coming out with songs nowadays.
Yeah. Well, Short gave us the Raider colors, you know what I'm saying? So,
So who the Raiders played first round? Has it been announced?
Cincinnati on Saturday.
That game scares that game scares the fuck out of me because it could go one or two. Yeah. It could go either way. Like, dude, Burrow is a monster.
Burrow's a monster, bro. Burrow is a monster.
Burrow is a monster. And our defense be half-assed.
Bullshit. Yo, Jamar Chase crazy too.
Crazy.
But at the same time, it's a game we can win.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yo, I mean, you gotta remember, we lost to them 33-13 in November. Right. You know what I mean? And we was in that game for like 3 quarters, and then we just fucking collapsed. So
I prefer to be in Cincinnati opposed to taking that flight up to Kansas City. Because if we would have tied, we would have been up in Kansas City. I was like, play for the win, and that's what we did. And, you're welcome, Pittsburgh.
I'm saying that at this point, even if we go out the first game, we send the motherfucking chokers home. So I'm good.
Hey, that's real shit. Man, I can't wait. Next week we will be binge watching football. That's some of the good stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not mad at like staying home and watching football. I feel like I love to I'd love to be out and rock in the public, but I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if we can do that like that anymore.
Well, shifting gears, shout out my cousin daggone, well, cousin through marriage, but still my cousin damn smashing everybody in the NBA right now. Got doggone Ja Morant just making everybody look like an asshole.
He's married?
No, my cousin married his aunt. So that's my cousin.
You ain't getting no check. You ain't getting no check. Fuck y'all. You ain't getting no check. That's no shit like, yo, Jimbo and them to call. They need some money.
My cousin married his aunt. Fuck that.
Yo, Jimbo and them to call. They need to borrow some money to pay for some turkey.
CL. Ja cutting up, bro. Ja's cutting up.
No. Hold on. NBA, he's the star. He's the star. The block this week alone took over the viral NBA shit. Like the block was stupid. He's on a 10-game winning streak. I mean, I don't know what the Knicks are doing. Let's talk about something else, man.
Hey, yo, CL, Swerve, have y'all heard anything from Kid Capri?
Yeah. Kid Capri announced on social media that he's back. So he
out of the because I know he said he was doing bad, but
from when I texted him last week Friday, he's just getting better. He was getting better. I did see that post where he did say he's getting better. So other than that, I mean, he's getting better. So he's coming back, and I think CL is K-Slay still in the hospital.
But I know, yes,
But he's off the ventilator though, right?
He's off the ventilator, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about that too, because I heard that like he wasn't on a ventilator, he was on a breathing machine, which those are two different things. Ventilator means like you on your way out of there. But I was listening to One Up, and Peter Rosenberg was talking about how they were trying to keep the case. His family was trying to keep all of that private. But Wack 100 jumped out there, but they were saying he was on a breathing machine. So meaning not to say it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as bad. When you're on a ventilator, like you're it's critical. But a breathing machine is different from what they were saying.
Yeah, I was on the breathing machine when I had couch COVID, so it is a difference. Like once you go breathing machine, the next step is ventilator. So if you don't get your oxygen levels up, they try to get that breathing machine to push the oxygen into your lungs. So I had pneumonia in both lungs. So once they put you on a breathing machine, it's a tube to go up in your nose, your nostrils, and basically just forcing the air in so you can breathe. So you barely can pull that air in.
Well, we all praying for them to get well and get better soon. I mean, it's crazy out of here. Shout out to everyone in the room. The slightly shift. I know in our group, we got a group chat. It was cool to talk about the Telegram, right? The joint, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have for those. We share a lot of music in there and information and news and stuff, but mostly music. If you have Telegram through your Android computer, you can also have it from your computer, whether PC or Mac, for your Android or Apple device. Say we have a group chat, and that's where we, for those of us that like to communicate with each other, stay up on topics, news, definitely music. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, don't have the app, let us get CL know, me know, or some of us is already in there. I believe Head Rush, Punch, myself, of course CL, Earl is in there, Bionic I believe is in there, Legend just got in there, Manny Faces is in there, and I think that's from what I can see, that's all that's from in this group. But if you want to get in there, I'm sure, definitely let us know. Get you on in. Queen as well. Queen is in there too as well. So I'm ready for another joint if you want to shift it up.
I was trying to send the link. I just sent the whole thing for today, but
yeah.
What's going on? I don't know. Seems like copying and pasting. My bad. I'll fix
Let's take it out. Let's take it out to Raymond T's way. Take it out your way. See what y'all think it is. Yeah.
Hey, I need a master mix of that. Why you acting like a bitch? E40 and Too Short, and then motherfucker down throw these hoes ain't loyal. I need a master mix of all three of them records.
Of course, you know that's Glasses Malone featuring Sugar Free. You know what I'm saying? That's called Kanye Should Have Never Married That B. You know,
that's the name of that shit?
Yeah.
Kanye should have never.
Just saying, man. Shoot, he shouldn't have. He should have stuck with it. He should have stuck with the first Kim. I mean, whatever her name was, the girl from college.
Listen, man. Hey, listen.
He took his own lyrics and he took his own lyrics and lived it out.
Hey, but
when he get it on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl. That's what he did.
I mean, but the thing is he talked all that stuff about not wearing chains, started wearing chains. Like Kanye did listen to first Kanye album and look at Kanye now. He is the guy that he was talking about.
Nah. He was just doing that. Nah, see, he got you. He was just doing that to get where he is now. He wasn't really believing all that shit.
I believe that too. No, I believe
you know I'm fucking
that.
around. You know I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
You playing.
But at the end of the day, man, like, hey, man, you live and you learn. You never know people's situations. You know what I'm saying? So let them live their lives. Let's not act like we didn't make some bad relationship choices in our lives. You know what I'm saying too? So I mean, I haven't, but
shout out to all I'm saying is this.
Hey, that was a power move choice. That was like,
but you need one to go on your keys. That didn't go on your keys.
Sorry about that.
Oh, y'all heard about that Drake shit?
I was gonna say, shout out to Drake and all the cast that's doing it right.
No, did you hear about the Drake and the hot sauce shit?
Shout out to Drake and all the cats that's doing it right.
I was about to say, CL already said.
Yo, I'll tell you this, man. Wait, let me ask y'all. Do y'all think that actually happened, or is this
no? I don't think that shit happened.
Nah, I've never heard no shit like that.
What happened, bro? Break it down, because I ain't.
Females was crazy.
Allegedly, he linked up. He linked up with some Instagram model chick, threw the condom in the trash. She go in the bathroom, untie the condom, try to, you know what I'm saying, put it in or whatever. And apparently before he threw it in the trash, he put a couple of drops of hot sauce in it, talking about it kills the sperm. Okay, and so now she's talking about suing him for you know, whatever. I don't know what the charge would be.
I believe he did it.
Oh, wow.
Why he just didn't flush it down the toilet?
I mean, that's my thought process.
That's why you know the story is more than likely fake. Like, it's a lot of ways this could have went. But if you put a story like that out, whoever put that out there, first off, if you're the girl, you can't be that dumb to even let people know that you did that. So that's why I said this shit probably ain't even real, man.
And then it's funny too, because it's funny too.
I'll tell you that.
People be like, "Hey man, you know they say don't flush it or mess your pipes up." It was a hotel. I don't give a damn about no hotel pipes.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn about no Airbnb pipes. This ain't my house. Flush that shit.
They about to flag your account right now.
Exactly. I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm renting the Sandy Bionic Wiley anytime soon. He gonna jam me up. I gotta pay a bill because you don't want to throw it out nicely or put hot sauce in the condom, you know. Anyway, yeah, shout out to Drake. He's just they always trying to get Drake, boy. They just won't let that man live his life. It's all good. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's a quick reset. New Music Wednesdays. Shout out to everybody. Got Raymond T in the building. Quantum Leap Radio, aka CJ, DJ Headrush, Stan the Man, Will Gamble, DJ Manny Faces, Sandy Bionic Wiley, DJ Punch, DJ Swerve, James Brown, aka B Tip, Earl, LaFemme Nakia, what's happening? Gary Archer, DJ Chill Neil, DNA Ask Q, DJ Big Red, what up? I see you with the Dallas Star. I don't know what y'all trying to do, but we'll address that. Superstar Maker Kermit, what's happening? Shout out to the IRAA in the background. Queen Karen G, How you doing? Sister Ray, she's on the road, moving and grooving. DJ Holly Grove, what's happening? San Francisco, I see you. A lot of Raymond got the Raiders, San Francisco, that's beef. DJ Big Ray got a lot of representation for NFL today. If you're not in the playoffs, don't put nothing up. Model Kiana Smith.
That's tough. That's real tough.
Just keep your ass on mute.
Stay on mute, man. Just represent, figure
Hey,
out.
y'all Giants need to go after that Miami Dolphins coach. You need to bring that cat over to New York.
Think so?
Big facts. Big facts.
That Brian Flores, that fool, he shouldn't have got fired.
He gonna end up in Chicago, bro.
Oh, that's right. They got rid of
Nagy and Pace.
The one thing I hate for him, the one thing I hate for Brian Flores, the weather shift. Like, bro, you was chilling in Miami. Now you're about to go to like New York or Chicago. Bro, you're about to be mad as shit. Cold as fuck.
But that defense finna be fired.
Hey, hopefully.
That defense finna be fired.
Hopefully.
All right, let me just finish everybody. We got Dane. Shout out to Dane. Dane in the building. Norm N. Green. Champagne legend. Of course, the Champagne one. Who else we got? We got Nerdy Nose in the building. What's happening in the Bay Area? Queen Bee, the original Queen Bee in the building. And Richie Lou representing VP Records in the quiet corner. We see you down there. Hopefully all is well. Can't wait for the Jerk Fest to come back. Shout out to the VP family. They do some of the best events. So if you are in a city, like certain cities, a Jerk Fest is just a hit event. I don't think you can go wrong. I damn near don't think you can go wrong in any city with a Jerk Fest. If you're looking to do a Jerk Fest, you got Richie Lou down there, who produces that. And the New York one is just, well, I don't know, man.
July 24th this year, man.
July 24th, Roy Wilkins Park.
Yeah, if Omicron just goes away,
Was that moved already because of the Omicron?
We canceled it for 2 years.
Hmm.
Yeah, we didn't do 2020, we didn't do 2021, but we announced hopefully everything's going to be set for this year, July 24th.
Who you got on the lineup? Give us a name.
We're working on it right now. Big. We're not sure yet.
You don't got no dreamers? Give us a dream. Who you got in mind?
Well, Dane, what do you think? The dream is Barris, man, but Barris does do jerk festivals. So you might see Taurus.
Good.
You might see Spice with the big song, just depends on who's available. I mean, we had Sensia on 2019 and she really rocked the house the last year when we had to move to August because we had that heat wave,
Yeah.
We had to pack up the field a day before the show after everything was set up. And of course, we have Romain Virgo is going to come on probably, which is, because he's going to have an album coming out soon. And, Christopher Martin, of course, some soca, So, yeah, it's always a good, a good, solid four big names in reggae music.
Nice. Well, and now let me ask you another question since we're talking about it. How do you do it with other cities? Do you actually go out and produce the Jerk Fest in other cities? I know other states, places promote a copy, and it's a carbon bullshit copy, but the real deal.
The real deal. The original great Jamaican Jerk Festival is the one in Florida. All right, the one in Fort Lauderdale. That started like 20 odd years ago. Right, it used to be the Miami Reggae Festival. They converted over to the Jerk Festival, and I got involved in that independently. And then the South Florida group partnered with VP Records. This is the 10th year. Well, it would be 12 years now, but because we skipped 2 years, so they partnered with VP Records to form Jerk Festival USA, Jerk Festival New York LLC, and that's who produces the New York show. So the New York show is a sister show to the Florida show. And we did Washington, D.C. for 3 years. And that's when the first year we blocked Pennsylvania Avenue in front of Trump's Hotel.
Nice.
A lot of jerk stuff. So those are the originals. Everybody else is a music festival that has some food. And because they realize the term jerk festival sort of is a draw. Atlanta is a solid one. West Palm is pretty solid. I mean, we know those guys, you know. Toronto is pretty good, but those are independent operations.
And let me just say this, right? So if you don't know what a Jerk Fest is, Jerk Fest, well, I'll let Richie even get into deeper, but I'm just going to give you the layman's version of it. It's really a giant food and music festival. The food is just as much of a star as the music is.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have, like in New York, I mean, we have 40 different food booths, and it's not just jerk, right? It's just food, man. I mean, it's Afro-Caribbean based, and you know, and we even have, sometimes we have African foods. It's you know, we have like 40 food booths. We have you know, competitions. We're gonna see if we can get this current mayor. You know, the former mayor of New York was defending jerk cook-off champion, you know. And then of course we have solid entertainment, and also culture. The whole idea, right? Because what you found is that a lot of the first generation Caribbean American kids are sort of losing touch of home, you know. Those of us that went to school here, those of us that migrated here. So it started out because they wanted to get something to more or less, you know, keep the link with the home. And what better way to do it than food, music, and culture?
Yeah, real talk. So yeah, man, that's what's up. Come up, man. Come to New York. That's a great time to be here.
Yeah, I'm putting an open invitation. See, I'll just, anybody want to come, you know, let's hope everything goes well. It's going to be big. It's the 10th anniversary this July 24th.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring it up only because a lot of y'all in your cities, in your respective cities, you know, do have access and stuff, and you know, do big events, and you know, this is probably one of those things that you might want to like license and maybe talk to license and bring out to a city, because it is something to me that could damn near run every weekend for about a 3-month period, 4-month period.
We pull about 15,000, 16,000 in New York for a 1-day festival, 12 to 8. You know, we get about 18,000 down in South Florida. But since you brought that up, CL, I mean, for this group, you know, VP, we're always looking to tour some of our brands, right? Because we have like Strictly the Best, which we took on the road a couple of times. You know, that's a scaled down show from our compilation Strictly the Best, where we have multiple artists. We did live stream out of Montego Bay. We did a live stream out of Brooklyn. You know, where we got on that show. I had to get Red Fox, Romaine, Chris, Noah Power, and we stream live from Brooklyn. And you know, so some of those brands, I mean, VP, we're always ready to help support the cause, promote the music, because you guys are all out there playing the music. So any way we can support you, man, you know, we stand ready to do it.
So like I'm gonna ask James Brown, how would you think a Jerk Fest would do in Los Angeles?
There was one, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Freddie McGregor and a guy did one down there in Long Beach.
That's what, yo, James, B-Tip, you there?
Yeah, I hear him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
James Brown is from Long Beach, California, which is crazy. So that's...
Well, hit me up, James. I lived in Los Angeles for 9 years, man.
Most definitely, bro. I'm about to hit you up now.
Yeah, I lived up in lived in Venice. I lived in Westwood when I just moved there, you know, in the younger days, and then I ended up buying a house up in Northridge. That's where I was during the freaking earthquake.
Oh yeah. You was in the center of the earthquake.
Absolutely,
up there in the valley.
when you saw the streets catch fire. Remember that?
Yeah, man, you was going through it. I felt it down here in Long Beach, and that's like about 45 minutes away. So y'all was, I know you felt that.
Yep. But I love LA, man. LA is good, you know.
Most definitely.
We were hoping to be out there for the end of the month for the Grammys when Spice wins, but it looked, you know, they put it off. So there goes the trip.
Yeah, man. So yeah, as we get into that, we might as well let's play another song, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna play I guess we're gonna get into some music from VP, one song in particular, and you know, we're gonna try to help crack the code. DJ Headrush, you got something you want to say real quick?
Yes, sir. I was going to ask that brother if he was going to do one of those Jerk Fest somewhere in the Midwest this year, and Also, I was going to explain to you, LaFemme Nakia, the young lady that's down there and that's been in the room. She's actually one of the artists that me, Swerve, Punch, and Manny hooked up with through the Clubhouse thing we do in the morning. I just wanted to make sure you know who she was and stuff. That way she wouldn't be like a stranger in here with us. But yeah, for the brother that was talking about the Jerk Fest, do you see yourself coming through the Midwest, maybe, Indiana, possibly? I know Illinois.
Yeah, well, Chicago. But yeah, the thing is, right, we always look for local partners. So if there's somebody that, because we don't want to come in as an outside group and try to do an event by ourselves. So if there's a promoter or somebody that has an event that they want to expand and bring in the food aspect, and we can jointly go after sponsors, we definitely would listen. That's why we did DC. And we're always open. We're always looking for opportunities. So if you know somebody that wants to do or has a small reggae festival that they want to build up, that's usually the good formula. Where they come in and then VP and the Jerk Festival company, we can help expand and, bring in the artists and bring in the food vendors and show them the formula.
Okay.
That's the best way.
Okay. Is it all right if you drop your email in the chat? That way me and the team can talk about it and see if it's something.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to put it in right now. Yeah, plus CL has it. So, but I'll put it in the chat right now.
No, thank you. Thank you. My name is DJ Hairbrush.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. So, Swerve, let's play another record, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna get into VP. I don't know, Dane, Richie, if Aaron and anybody else is gonna join, but we're just gonna give them a couple of minutes to jump in if they want. Swerve, take it away.
New music. It's called Good Woman. VP Records. Who all the features that's on this this record? Rich?
Yeah, that's just Romain Virgo, man.
Oh, that's just Romain. Okay.
That's Romain, yeah.
There it is. There it is. So let's get some opinions and some feedback on it. Any thoughts, any ideas, just some natural responses.
I think it's pretty dope. I've been DJing in African bars and grills, and they really big fans of reggae. The new reggae feel, it kind of has the same feel like the Afro beat does, and it sounds really just like Prince and all them. It sounds real good, man. I like it. Big ups for that song like that. For sure, a good hit. I would spin it. Definitely, I would spin it.
Dope, cool. DJ Sun, you got an idea on what you're thinking?
Now, I like it a lot. And like he said, it's with the Afrobeat feel, that's big here as well. A lot of people feel like I feel with the reggae went to a more synthesized beat feel. Most of the people I know really like the older feel of reggae, but with the Afrobeat and reggae, they're loving that. So, and I love the song as well. Already thinking where I will place it as far as how I put my music in rotation.
Nice. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I just want anything that we can get some positive vibes, any kind of love vibes, any kind of just healing vibes. That's all what we need. So music like that is always gonna go slap in rotation with me, man. So salute to the joint, no doubt. Anything we can do positive in this crazy times that we still up in, man. Especially when it comes through music, 100%. But dope joint for sure.
Yeah, thanks. And we're going into Valentine's, guys. So everybody. So that's a nice joint to push into the Valentine's time. Celebrate your good woman, right?
That's it.
Indeed.
That's it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody was saying something. But
yeah,
anyway.
not everybody need hot sauce. You know what I'm
saying? That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I think the song is definitely good, and it stays with. It's a step up for Romain, in terms of it being this mid-tempo sort of like record, but it's a good step up for him because in a lot of ways Romain Virgo is like the voice of Jamaica. He represents the young singer. We don't when he did that Alta Ellis little medley, he put people on notice, and then but the bottom line is that he had a record that could sort of do something over here and other places. The one thing I will say is that, and we were talking about it earlier, which I thought was a pretty ill conversation, was the fact that collaborations, right? So a lot of time when I hear records like this, I'm like, damn, what's it sound like when you have, the right Latin artist on it, as a on a remix, or when you do, you add them to it. What's it sound like when you got the right Afrobeat artist? What's it sound like when you have the right pop artist? We were talking about Ed Sheeran and I forgot the other song, y'all. They're gonna kill me, but we played it on here. But how Ed Sheeran got on this other record, and now that record is just pretty much out of here. So I think there's room for this record to be even bigger if you put the right features on it. And I'm just saying different versions of it make it even that much bigger, because the music and the beat and the vibe is universal. There's still this how should I say? There's still like a ceiling, or maybe, I don't know, man. It's like, if it's strictly Romaine, it's like people feel like, well, it's just Caribbean. But when you put that other person on it, it breaks those barriers, and now it becomes even more mainstream, more, because if you want to be honest, if you take Romaine off of there and you made it an Ed Sheeran record, what would it be?
Yeah,
Pop.
point taken. Yeah, big point.
Pop music.
It would be a pop hit. It would be top 2-3 records in the country. So
and I think there's something to be said too with the vibe around that song. You probably could get yourself a good TikTok momentum on there around that. There's a lot of those videos of the men celebrating their ladies or whatever the case may be. That's definitely, I think, some strong. You probably could look at it in some kind of TikTok campaign.
Yeah, they have started a little TikTok movement. I think they have up to a couple million views right now. So we're gonna be working that angle with the song, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely put that in the chat. Said it's definitely TikTok ready, because when I was hearing the song, I can see those videos where the guy and the husband and wife, they're standing there and then they do the little jump and they flip into their clothes or something, and he's kind of admiring his woman. I see the visuals when I hear the song. So yeah, I definitely feel that too, Raymond. TikTok ready.
Yeah, man. We didn't get into this conversation. Me and Swerve and Raymond were just talking on the side before the call, because I wasn't even sure I was going to do the call. I was feeling like shit a minute ago. By the way, wash your hands, clean your ass, stay away from people. Anyway,
what was that concoction you made the other day? See? The one you
showed.
Oh
man, that's like a shit, man. Richie, these guys would know. In Jamaica, they got they have the raw version of rum, right? It's called John Crobati, right?
194% proof.
Yeah, this thing is like, my family's from country, right? So they're from like St. Dan, and they do these things up in the country. And
is that like Jailhouse Puno or something like that?
It's more like what do you call it in the South?
It's overproof, right? You go to the back of the rum factory with a 1 gallon container and collect that stuff.
Yeah, it's unfiltered. It's unfiltered, raw.
It's raw rum.
If you can get it, part people, my uncles, my father, other people would do is take the weed leaves, right? The weed leaves mostly, and stuff it in the bottle with some other things they could find. They got like
pimento and stuff, yeah.
Pimento, they got like this leaf of life they would put in there, and thyme and whatever the hell. Even some bark sometimes they put in there. And they would just let it sit and ferment. And it would serve, you take a shot of that. First of all, yes, it's gonna get you very nice, but it also has now this more of an elixir element to it now, to where it can help you fight off some things and clean some things out of your system. So that's what it was that I made. Now I use a bottle of Ray and Nephew.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, where'd you get John Crobati from?
Well, I had got some a while ago from a friend who lived in St. Mary, but that was like 2 years ago. I haven't gotten it since. I haven't been to Jamaica.
CL, you gotta explain this Jankrabati thing, right? So so
Yeah,
in Jamaica, right? The John Crow is the vulture, right? You see the big black vultures flying around up in the sky, right? And the Bati is your ass, right? So Jankrabati, he says, you know, I guess it makes you behave like the asshole of a vulture when you drink that shit, right? But that's where the name Jankrabati translated into English, you know.
So basically, it's y'all's version of what the people made in the
Moonshine.
South call moonshine.
Yeah, Everclear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everclear, moonshine. Yeah, okay. I was
Oh,
sitting there
shit.
thinking like, okay, so this is basically your country's version of moonshine. Okay.
Right, but it's done by the legal distilleries. You just don't. It's just too strong to sell over the counter.
Right. Yeah, that's Everclear. They don't sell Everclear out here. You got to go like to Michigan to get it.
Is it like the Bacardi 151 just a little bit stronger?
No, man. That Bacardi 151 is nothing.
Legal.
That's child's play compared
This
to
thing
that
is not
stuff they
illegal.
talk
Yeah,
about.
this is not legal rum here we're talking about. This is
Yeah, the Bacardi 151 even close to the Ware Nephew overproof, right? CJ, the CL.
Yeah. That's like 151. Then Ray and Nephew, you can get here is like 132 in Jamaica. It's like 141. So you know,
man, how do y'all stand? How y'all standing up after that, man?
Well, like I said, yo, I don't like my family's country, but Richie would know, like, you know, when I got sick, they would take the damn rum and just rub it on your head.
Rum cures everything, man.
Rum cures everything. So that's how it is. It's literally a part of the lifestyle. I mean, shoot, you know.
Yeah, that's what we say about tequila. You know what I mean? Same deal.
Okay, there it is. So, you know, sugar cane grows everywhere. And
like Robitussin.
And you know what's funny about that? But here's the funniest part about it, right? Here's the crazy.
Like the hooch they make in jail be so strong, they make it and they wait for it to get ready when everybody gets some. They damn near ready to go to the emergency room. They so sick from drinking it.
See? And the funniest thing about it is that a lot of this stuff that we talk about, right? This isn't stuff we came up with. This is generations and generations and generations old stuff. And the truth is that back to like the more of the elixir side of it, people would take these things and they would add to it, put it in a pot, boil it down, and they would make their own cough syrups and other remedies.
Yeah, remedies, yeah.
Real remedies without anything that there was nothing there that you could not pick.
But you can still do that today.
Yeah, but you know what the unfortunate thing is, man? It's a conspiracy for the man to take over our stuff. You know that? You go into Whole Foods right now in that section, and all the shit that they tell us that you guys are primitive for doing is bottled now and you're spending. You know, I remember I used to work for the Jamaica Tourist Board, and we used to take travel agents around the island, and I used to hand them coconut water, and they would like, ew, man, we're talking about the 80s, you know, like that's awful. And now how much is coconut water in a store, right? You're paying more than, you know, it's one of
$5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yet it's primitive. You island guys or you know, you brown people, man. You know, and then you look at some of this concoction in these health food stores, and it's the same thing that our you know elders used to mix up and boil up the concoction, right? They only bottle it fancier. Right.
Yeah, they just make it okay now because it's got some rich Protestant white person's name on the bottle, so they say it's okay now.
Well,
sorry to take it there. Sorry.
Consider ghetto until it's proven fashionable.
That's right.
Oh
you
man,
everything they threw away, and we made good out of it. Now it becomes a luxury or a delicacy.
Health food.
Because when they make that cure in Jamaica, you know, I went to Jamaica one time, a long time ago, and people were living back in where if I wasn't with somebody, I would be scared to go through there, you know, and they had all kinds of stuff. They threw nothing away, but the stuff that was at the bottom, they took in, I seen the old ladies mash it and cook it till it became a paste, and they put it on their knees when it hurt. Or, you know, or your ankles when they got swollen, they put it there and it took the misery out of it. You know, it's just that I couldn't take anything like that back home, but I saw it, you know, and here we make things, you know, and I always go back to nobody, you know, eats it. I didn't raise my kids on it, but I'm saying nobody eats the chitlins and the pigtails and the pig feet and the brains and all that stuff they didn't want. And now they want to pay, want you to, one year, they wanted my mother, this lady I knew from an organization, after she had tasted chitterlings, she wanted my mother to clean her chitterlings for her party. And I told my mother, if that so-and-so call you, let me know, because I'm going to lose my job and my seniority and whatever I have, because I'm going to lay her out. But it's just that the things that we have so much value, and we share it. Well, and when we share it, you know, it's like everybody, anything new, people don't understand, they frown their face up at anyway. But after a while, you see it's a delicacy. And when you go to Whole Foods or some of these health food places that are run by other people that haven't been to these lands, they want to know what you're going to use it for. What do you do with that?
Oh, look at the price of oxtail at your butcher now.
Oh,
right.
Man.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
And then oxtail so damn high in the store, I be mad when I go get them. But I get them.
And they so good. I just can't eat three.
I hate the fact that everybody on here gets so mad about the price of oxtail. That shouldn't be our goal. I see everybody nodding their head. Yeah, look at the price of oxtail.
But you know, I'm mad, and at the same time,
it affects us all.
For something that I'm going to enjoy. I don't mind paying for something that I'm going to enjoy, but I feel like I'm getting beat, you know, having to pay for it. But when I get done, I'm happy, and the people that eat it with me, they're happy as well. So it's worth the price.
Well,
you can't beat them down.
Jump in and say this one thing about all of this, right? So, you know, we spoke about the fact that you got the old way of doing things, right? Everything was just, you had to use what you had. And people they become, you know, genius out of necessity. Castor oil, coconut oil. You know, we're talking about, you know, the remedies that could come out of a sugar cane, or the things that can come out of allspice and all these different things, right? That different parts of meat. The whole story of how jerk even came about is a slavery tale. But the thing that we do have to understand is, we're in 2022, right? And what I mean by that is, like, I'm never saying you forget, but what I am saying is that you got to know enough to do different now. We all do. In other words, when you have something, for instance, that bottle I posted the other day, we have to know that we are allowed, not only are we allowed, we're supposed to go out, right? Create a name, create a story, what do you call it? Copyright that name, trademark that name, trademark that story, find a bottler, find a supplier for what I need, create my whatever, bottle it, get a graphic designer to create a label, right? Incorporate my company, get my license, and sell.
Right.
And these systems, you know, I can honestly say nobody thought about this stuff before. But now we can't keep on acting like we can't do.
Right.
There's no more time for that. Number one, the people around you need the opportunity. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. The people around you need the opportunity. If you do not create it, if we're all looking to each other to create the opportunity, we're all gonna be sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
But if we all take what we know and build a product from it, hey man, we just put ourselves up just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because there's these stories run across the world.
That's right.
But knowledge, and I give it, hey, listen, I gotta give the internet the greatest praise. As stupid as the things we see on there, it's the same level of ingenuity and knowledge that's on there. Being able to take free courses on YouTube about building business, that shit is not an option in 1984. No. There's nothing. Being able to learn how to stake money and build an empire off of zero, that shit is not an option in 1995. You had Prodigy dial-up. So we have to take advantage. Anyway, I can go into going on and on and on. Back to Romaine Virgo before we go and play something else. Yeah, so I think, you know, the other question I had is, what is Romaine's plan around that song when it comes to, because yeah, that's a song that becomes every Valentine's song or couple song or whatever. But my question is, what is the plan for Romaine going into Valentine's Day? Is there a play? Is there anything special that's happening? What should we be looking for?
Well,
right there?
Yeah, good question. And so just everybody know, I'm the project manager also in VP for Romaine. So I talk to his management every day. And we're in the middle now that the song has a little momentum. We are developing this big Valentine's Day promotion around radio. We actually pitched this song to the Jamaica Tourist Board, see if we can get some trip giveaways built around, winning a trip to Jamaica. Maybe get people. We're gonna start a social media campaign. Romaine is very active on his IG. And it's all going to come together probably by the end of the week. We'll make sure you get it. Then we'll make sure that everybody knows what that promotion is. Maybe put the men under some pressure here to write a paragraph to describe what their perfect woman is or their good woman is, get them into some trouble. We're also going to be doing the TikTok where the next step now is to get people to sing a verse with Romaine on the TikTok that when he sings and then invites people to come and sing back. So we're going to be campaigning the song going straight into Valentine's and see what can happen. As far as the step out is concerned and the features, listen, man, anything is possible as the song develops. We're working on his album. Hopefully it'll come out in the summer. This is the first song off of it, and maybe there's going to be a step out version as we pivot into that. But you got to put it out there. It was released just before Christmas, and it's a great, as you all said, it's a great song. So look out for the build up to the Valentine's. If there's a trip giveaway to Jamaica and a promotion coming on the pike, you guys will be the first to know.
That's great, man. And I was just gonna say that, what are you guys, doing with DJs and for DJs, or what can we do? I think honestly, I do love what we do here, and what everybody else does in terms of just being able to come together online and play new music. And I think Romaine would be great. So I think we should definitely bring him up.
Yeah, whenever I'd love to bring him on. And I just want to say one thing, Ciela, because I don't come on after. I think I've been on here once when we were on with Spice. Here's the thing, and it comes full circle when we're talking about the food and we're talking about the old school ways. It's the same thing with what we do here in music, right? You're talking about, you take Romaine off of this song and you put Ed Sheeran on it and you have a pop song. Right. And it's a challenge that Dane and I and all of us at VP deal with every day, especially with the singers, right? You have a rhythm and you have a Jamaican artist based out of Jamaica on it, and it's reggae dancehall. You put an American artist on it and it's pop, right? And it gets a bigger look because it's considered that. And I think, getting an opportunity to reason with a group like this goes a long way to sort of kill that, man. Music is music, right? Whether it's Romaine on it or it's Ed Sheeran on it, a good rhythm is a good rhythm. So, and I think we as a group, just like with the food and the herbs and all of that, we can't allow the system to divide us, because as long as they divide us, then we will never get ahead, especially moving the music that is controlled by us. And if you know what I mean. So, thanks for the support from VP CL, that you and Digiwaxx and the group here has always been open to listening to fresh new music. And we really appreciate that. And I wanted to say that, because like I said, I don't get on here often.
Yeah, man. Last thing I'm gonna say is a VP had put out one of the greatest looking calendars. Every year y'all put out this excellent calendar. I know we're all digital now, but I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Did you get this one yet?
I got one, but I'm telling you, if you got extra, I would ask you to send people here a copy of the calendar. It's just a good look for your house or your studio or whatever. This year honors women in reggae, but it's done so beautifully. The artwork, hand drawn, just fire.
How we able to get a copy of the calendar?
I'm sort of I'm putting Richie on the spot here. I apologize.
No, man. Listen,
it's a good spot.
It's a good spot. That's why I said we're on here. We want to, relate. Dana and I we got some CL. We'll talk. We'll coordinate it, and we'll see how much we have, and we'll put it out there and see how many we can send to you guys. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So I mean, anything else before we let Richie go? Anybody got any other questions? Any words of support? Any ideas? Please feel free to say something now before he leaves.
Dane, do you have anything? You're being quiet, man.
I got one thing to say. I just want to say, keep up with the movement, man. The music sounds good. It sounds like y'all going in the right direction with promotions, using TikTok, and that's been like the biggest wave. So right now, with most of these songs getting millions of views and millions of spins, So all I can say is keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. I love the music. I like it. I wouldn't mind getting it in my email and spending it when I get into one of my African bar and grills, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, fellas.
Go ahead. Somebody else has something?
Sorry, that was Dane. Sorry, fellas. I've been multitasking, but I've been hearing you guys. Yeah, we appreciate you guys taking the time out and listen to our music. And we want to spread it as much as possible. And, we're all hopeful that it fits in your playlist, or you could blend it with another record. We're open to suggestions when it comes to our music or any type of recommendations. We're always open for that. We're not closed-minded when it comes to music. Feedback is always appreciated. Yeah, so we just want to thank you.
I think the other thing to do to make, to help DJs play it more is to party in the name of the song. Because I like, if you're doing Good Woman Fridays or you're doing the Good Woman, whatever party, first of all, it brings out women. Good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody thinks they're a good woman or a good man. This is not a slight on anybody. But it brings out a lot of women. It brings out a lot of people. And that song becomes the soundtrack of that night. And people have to play it. And now it becomes bigger than the song. Now it's a part of culture. But I would really play on that when it comes to marketing to DJs and working with DJs on that. Being able to maybe create digital flyers for them and stuff like that. Because these days it's a little of support, but it would really do good. I feel like lifestyle wise, if you start to say, you're doing good woman parties, especially leading into the season of Valentine's Day.
Yeah. The right theme always works. So I agree with you on that.
All right. That's all I got. That's all we got.
If anybody want me to shoot them music or anything, you can I'm gonna put my email in the comment area, and y'all can email me.
All right. Well, man, as usual, thank y'all for always supporting, always stopping in. Big up everybody at VP. Like I said, it's like family. And yeah, man, let's get Romaine up here. And I know y'all got a nice list of artists for 2022. Reggae Gold coming later on in the year, and of course, Strictly the Best and everything else. So we'll stay lined up for that. In the meantime, in between time, DJ Swerve.
All right, guys. Peace.
Right. Of course, for those that knows what song that is, if you listen to the album, but that's a New Weekend, Out of Time off the album. I know we had a show last week, Friday, on Clubhouse, New Music Friday or albums reviews or whatever. I forget the name, but
New Album Fridays.
New Album Fridays. I gotta get used to all this lingo. But yeah, Digiwaxx each and every Friday around, I think 10, right? 10 to midnight, I believe.
Yep.
10 to midnight on Fridays. We will be reviewing new albums that come out for the week. And last week we did the Gunner album and the Weekend album, and there was a lot of mixed reviews. Punch and Head Rush and CL and a
Gun-
few others, and also where's she at? She was up here too. She was in there.
Kiana.
Yeah, Kiana. She was in
Kiana
there.
was in there. Mhm.
And somebody Punch was mad at Punch and Head Rush was mad at Timberland for the statement Timberland said online about, you know, Thriller vibes. So
Correction. Punch was beating up Timberland, and I had Gunna in a headlock because he disappointed me.
oh, okay. All right. Well, for those that have listened to the Weekend album or the Gunna album, which I think of it. I mean, but the Weekend with this whole thing of Thriller vibe. Matter of fact, I think where he at? Legend? Is he still here? Nah, he not here. Because I think he said something about Thriller vibes too in our little chat joint. So I don't know.
He said that on Wednesday. I mean, last Wednesday he said that for sure.
Oh wow. Well, I don't know what y'all think of it. For those that heard it.
Well, let me just speak on this song here. Because the thing with the album is it's a lot of work, right? A lot of shit to get into. And when I think about it, sometimes it takes me a while to get into a project. But this one record was clearly a hit, even when we played it on the call. And I feel like for Weekend, because to be honest with you, man, I know he's a superstar. I know he makes great music for a lot of people, like just they love his stuff. I'm somewhat on the fence at times with it, but that's just me. But this record, when we first heard it, it hit like a golden arm, pow, hit. So I feel like he got one, and that's really all you need, bro. He got one. So I feel like this song will rope people into the project. Now the overall body of work, I thought it was just okay, but this one here was like clearly a record that got a lot of good feedback off the rip. Cool. All right. Well, shit. That's how I thought. Anyway, we're gonna keep it going. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to yeah, man. VP Records, Billy Knight. We see you. Hey, Nerdy's been on the call for like an hour and change. That's what's up, man.
Oh, I've been in here just listening to all that game y'all talking about, this sports, just vibing.
That's what's
just
up,
chilling.
man.
How y'all doing today? Appreciate y'all for having me on here.
Hey, man, of course, man. It's a pleasure to have you and just tap in and just see what it's like. Well, what do you think about New Music Wednesdays, man?
New music. I think you said the new music, the call.
Yeah, what we do.
I think that is cool, especially because y'all all like majority is like DJs and stuff. So y'all be networking and y'all call. This is something that I be wanting to do with my friends, other artists that I work with, stuff like that. But everybody be not having the time. So I think what y'all doing is great. It's beautiful for real.
Nah, no doubt, man. Well, welcome to the experience. Welcome to the call. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Gary, always holding it down. Has been speaking positive vibes on your name for a while, man. And I love the artwork cover, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Shout out to Biggie Babylon in the building. Word. What's happening, bro? So for all those who don't know you, Nerdy, first let's just give everybody a background on you. Who is Nerdy Knows and what are you all about?
Well, let me turn my camera on. I am Nerdy Knows. What I'm all about is Bay Area lifestyle and culture and originality and, being true to self and, expressing and releasing your energy regardless of what people feel like it may be or translated as, you know what I mean? And all about remaining sane and making this music and sharing my experience in life and the lessons that I learned through music and hope to grow and build and make a lot of relationships and networking situations and, you know, grow and meet real people through music too. But that all I'm really about is all about the music. So that's it. Influence, I'm like 27, you know, and grew up in like the hyphy, grew up listening to nothing but hyphy music, you know what I mean? Mac Dre, E40, Keep the Sneak, Mr. Fab. And right now, one of my main focus is bringing back the originality, like not necessarily hyphy or stuff like you know, hyphy specifically, but bringing back the originality and the sound and the energy that I'm familiar with over in my region, because I feel like we personally sound like Detroit and Chicago mixed in one.
That's interesting. I never heard that before. That's pretty
yeah, mainly due to the content. Us coming from where we come from, like all the gunfire and everybody shooting everybody up. I remember Chief Keef, you know, shout out to Chief Keef. He did his thing, but the world ain't been the same since he said bang, bang. After that, everybody was crazy type of. That's how I view it, not necessarily all the way like that. But, you know, when Chicago did their thing and then Detroit and all the jokes and how they rap right now and they beat style. So it's like we all over the place. I just want us to sound like us.
Yeah, that's real stuff, man. That's funny. And then, you know, the other question I had was your name very original. How'd you get your name, man?
I got my name really like from originally I was in a group called the Nerds Clique, and that meant niggas earning real dollars. That's my first what I start rapping under. So as young entrepreneurs, I guess we just knew that we needed names that needed to go with our group. And originally my name was Nerdy Fresh, and then I feel like as I grew up, that got played out. So I just walked in a room one day and walked out with the name Nerdy Nose.
Just like that.
But it come from the fact that too, I mean, it ain't just a name to me. I feel like my name is a statement. So like I go by Nerdy, and I mean, typically and generally, I know a whole lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. You feel me? So I don't want to put a cap on it or say I know everything, but I know a lot of stuff that my peers and people from my age group and generation choose to not believe is real, or just, I don't know, they oblivious or something. I don't know what they got going on. So that's what it's about. I'm all about knowledge and I'm all about learning. And I feel like that's what this whole thing is all about.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. All right. Dance Different. How'd you connect with Little B, and what's the song all about?
Okay, the song is all about pretty much that Bay Area vibe. It's like hyphy, man. It's like new hyphy sound, and it's just reminiscent, and it's like being in the future and the past. Like you're gonna feel everything that is of hyphy about that song, and then you're gonna feel like it's new and current and be like, all right, it's something new and it's something fresh, not just we trying to rekindle something. And then I linked up with Little B just all off of Twitter. I had shot the video with the Turf Fiends for the original version, and I was just doing my promotion. And meanwhile, I don't even use Twitter a lot, but I just was promoting this song. I feel like it was good in this video. So I'm sending it to all of my followers on on Twitter. He happened to be one of them. And he was just like, if you're going to do a remix, let me get on it. I shot him the open verse, and he sent me a verse back, and that's what happened. He blessed me. So shout out to the bass guy.
That's how the best music comes, man. It's not that hard. Let's play that one first, man. Let's get into that. Nerdy Nose, you already know. Featuring Lil B. Dance Different. Swerve?
My bad. I was at the restroom playing his track right now, right?
It's supposed to be the Dance Different with Lil B.
Okay. What I have here. It says dance.
Yeah, it should say, yeah, Dance Different.
See, I don't have that. Send it. You hear me, CL?
Yeah. All right, let's just play the one with Mr. Fab first, and then we'll come back and play that one.
That's the one I just played, right?
Yeah.
Ask her better, she wanna ask me. Or 30 like Curry, it'll hit you from another world. I, you alright, I'm the GM. Three stacks are better, she wanna ask me out.
You know, shout to Nerdy Knows. Sorry we had a little technical difficulty there, but all love, you know what I mean? We ended up playing punk rock versus the other song because I'm not spinning right now. I'm like in another state of trying to get better. But anyway, that's how Nerdy Knows, Mr. Fab. We might well just talk about that remix real quick, and then we're gonna play the other record.
All good. Well, that one came about. I'm gonna say I was coming out of my retirement because I've been making music for like all my life since like 14. So I had took a break from recording and stuff like 10 years for real. So I went back, and that's when I decided I was gonna come how I was coming. So I made originally my first song dropped on October 22nd, 2019. I mean October 2nd, 2019. It was the Punk Rock Beezy. And I recorded it on my iPhone and whatnot, and it shot blew my mind when like Mr. Fab and Gary and a bunch of other people from around here that helped do this sound was messing with me and liked it. So I just decided to tap in with Fab. He was feeling it, and I met up with him at the grill, and he laid that verse down for me. And I just now recently dropped it like last month, I think, or 2 months ago or something.
Nah, no doubt, man. I mean, that's Bay Area legend stuff right there. So, I'm pretty sure. What's the response been like?
The response has been crazy, especially on Spotify. He like the biggest artist I work with, I guess. Like, even though I have the song with Lil B, the response has been crazy. Spotify and the algorithm got me right in the streets, and the people who I know and I encounter, they definitely love it. They treat me like I'm famous around here right now. So, I mean, it's been great. All of that stuff, the dance different, all these songs, I've been getting nothing but positive feedback from my community, and that's what been keeping me going, truthfully.
Nah, that's what's up, man. I know, shout out to the Bay Area. It's such a wild place, It's it always had its own energy going on, but it's got like such a mainstream part of what goes on in the country from tech and music. It's just wild, man. So shout out to you for doing that, and shout out to everybody out there. Let's go ahead and get into the other single, Dance Different, because I know we're supposed to play that first, but let's do it now, man.
For sure.
Man, gunshots. Now I like that right there. Fire. You and the bass god, that's what it is. Man, shout out to the Bay Area, man. The Bay Area is doing anything. You want with Nerdy Knows. Nerdy, you gonna open it up. Anybody got anything they want to say? Comments, feedback, words of encouragement, requests, drops, interviews, whatever. This is the time. Let's do it. Yeah. Anybody got questions, comments, anything they want to say? Please, let's speak up. Let's show some support.
Hey, I think that's I kind of like it, man. It's a little different. I like the Bay Area sound. Big ups to the Bay Area. Right now it's like a big movement right there with the music and everything. But I like it. The flow is different. You stand out, man. Real talk.
Good. That's what's up.
It's all good. I appreciate it.
Did you shoot videos for those two? I think I saw there was a video for it.
We got a video for the Dance Different, not the one with Lil B. The original one, that one's pretty dope though. We got a video for that, and then I need to go down to the Dope Air store and holler at Mr. Fab about getting a video shot for the Punk Rock Beezy one. Yeah,
it's only right. Yeah, man. I think the thing about the Bay is it is a different sound. Let's be honest, but it's a different sound if you don't go there and go to experience the culture. And I think we've been talking about this for a while. Like the Bay Area has to like get back to creating some event that's going to bring everybody to the Bay for a weekend or a few days. You know what I mean? In our day, and I'm not that old, but I'm just going to say, in our day, we used to go up there and go to the Gavin. But there was different events that we could go to the Bay and build with the music business around or whatever, man. Because now it's about cookies and weed, and you got all of that popping off. You guys living, y'all got another type of culture. Y'all need to find a way to create some type of music weed festival on a safe tip and bring everybody into the city so y'all can break these records better. Because this is a good way to do it. We talk about it all the time, jumping on the various Zooms. Excellent, because that's a way to you can't even have this conversation if you don't do that. And people don't even hear what y'all got. But if you do this and then start working towards an event, and I think the other thing too, and hey, man, I was gonna get into this later, but I might well drop the knowledge now on it in terms of the metaverse events are gonna start popping off like crazy too. All right. So I know Nerdy, because you smart. So we talking about, performing in Decentraland or performing in Sandbox or, some of these other joints where you maybe could do y'all could get together, put a Bay Area the right type of music festival, whatever, Hyphy Fest, whatever, maybe even have panels or whatever the case is with the DJs and all of that around the culture for a day. I mean, this is something Gary could probably put together. But the bottom line is, when I go up to the Bay, right, and this is real for me, Gary would tell you, I'll go up to the Bay, I'm getting on that 5. I don't even know what highway I'm getting on, but I'm going to that weed festival. I'm getting in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys can find a way to connect that along with the music and just what the Bay Area is all about, Richmond, Oakland, San Francisco, freaking even Berkeley and all of that, showing people that, that's just our lifestyle. All of this music goes up another level. So
also, see, I don't want to dismiss. I know it's different music, but it is foundational out there in Oakland. But I don't want to dismiss High Road Day either, because High Road Day, which is Hieroglyphics, Souls of Mischief, Dell, people like that, they put that together, and that's been going strong for a few years out in the Bay, and that is something that does bring people out. So I definitely don't want to dismiss Hieroglyphics and what they've been able to do with that event.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out Hyro and Tim House, and they always open it up for the new generation as well. Just to let everyone know, I was in the middle of planning a Baytopia out in the Bay on Treasure Island, a whole weekend event with all Bay Area themed stuff, from car show to culture to all types of music. But this pandemic hit, so we're still doing it. And what you said, CL, is very important. The metaverse. So in the meantime, I'll build it there and bring it to these places you're talking about. But yeah, look forward in the near future. The Baytopia is coming.
Word.
Hey, bro. I just wanted to say, man, hey, that music you was doing, that's a straight Hyphy stuff, bro. That remind me of that Mac Dre, man, taking it back to that real West Coast shit, man. Do your thing, young brother. For sure.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. So I think that's dope. And I also think back to what we talk about with the collaborations, Bay Area always gonna represent, LA's gonna represent, New York, Chicago, wherever you from, man, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, whatever. We gotta continue to make music with each other. It's becoming too territorial. We gotta go back to making music with each other, bro. That's what got us to where we got. It's because we I would not know nobody on here if I didn't get up out of New York and come rock with cats. I'm gonna be real with you. We collaborated. We said, let's do something. And it happened, and it built a bridge. Until we get back to doing that as well, it's good and it's dope, but you want to be able to, we want to be, you want to be everywhere. So I don't know. I'll be getting on my
CL.
into the wild. Yeah.
CL, just so you know, that's definitely the plan with him because he has such a unique sound. It creates the value for his collabs, right? So we don't sound like everyone else. So that's exactly what we're trying to do, to bring our city there and bring their city to us, because we know how valuable the Bay Area is to every other artist. So to get a free cheat code fucking with Nerdy Nose, which means you get me, it sounds like a dope move. But we're definitely looking to do that with other artists in other cities for sure.
Word. All right, dope. Well, I'm down, man. I like your energy, man. And we definitely got to bring you back, man, as you dropping these records. Make sure that I guess Gary, well, you gonna be the contact or Nerdy, whoever it is, put your information in that chat so people can do interviews and maybe even connect. There's other artists on here as well. That's what we're all about, building bridges and trying to help each other out. So that's what it is, man. And yeah, Nerdy, man, send some strains over here or something. That's another way to build a bridge. I'm just joking. It is what it is.
No, you're not. You're not joking.
I'm really not, John. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're not joking.
Shout out to the weed smokers, man. It's been so crazy, man. They try to
we got the best out here, but no, you're not joking. You need it.
Hey, trust me, it is the medicine, man. Shout out to the Emerald Cup. I missed it this year. Boy, that shit right there was it. Anyway, we will be tapping in, Nerdy. You already know. DJ Swerve, let's make it happen.
Yeah, we get into a joint and come back with our next guest.
Whoa. Oh, that's how y'all feel. Okay. Keep that same energy. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Niggas go to switching sides, bitches go to switching sides. My little brother walking on crutches, but he's still a ride. I can't find the words to describe what I feel inside. Go against the gang, you ain't heard, that's like suicide. Pill a box, grab a Glock, spray a block, that's how we slide. Spin that bitch again, nigga, we don't care about who done died. Go to war with everybody if my crew decide. Ain't no fucking middle, nigga, better choose a side. No respect for Instagram, gangsters gotta tag some. He was talking crazy, caught him lacking at a gas pump. Start a war and hide in the house, you get your man slumped. Shots out the Draco, ain't no chaser, got his ass drunk. Every time my voice come on the beat, that shit got mad bump. Nudie smoking, feed his funk, check the score, they ass skunk. Head shot, his forehead lump, flip the switch, nigga dumb. 4L love me, they protect me, Secret Service like I'm Trump. You can feel my presence where I came in the building. I'ma put some condos in my hood, I get $1 billion. Lost my right hand in my arms and it killed me. Wash away the trauma with the drugs, but I need therapy. My daddy broke my mama hard, why she carried me? I don't respect him enough to even ask him for the clarity. I just want my girl to hold me down and not embarrass me. Treat me how you treat your Birkin bags, baby, cherish me. You heard I don't like you, nigga, now you wanna blast me. If you was a man, you would've had to bother ask me. I want everybody on, I don't care who passed me. Knowing if I turn my back, you probably still gon' stab me. I ain't wanna jump inside the streets, but they grab me. Know you want me back, but bitch, you played me when you had me. Gotta make it home, I got some people call me daddy. They depend on me, that's why I bulletproof the caddy. Take a couple M's, put them in a safe. Then I took my brothers and put them all in place. I know niggas envy, I know niggas hate. Shots out the Draco, put them in his face. When it come to smoke, I'm giving what they take. I freed up my calendar, nigga pick a date. Got a lot to lose, trying not to bite the bait. When it's up, it ain't never for debate.
New Music Wednesdays, New 21 Savage, no debate, that's what it's called.
21.
Yeah, I rock with this, it's nice.
Go stop sleeping on my nigga 21 Savage.
This is 22.
Folk gonna stop sleeping on my nigga 21 Savage, bro.
Yeah, I like that one, yo. I like that one.
That shit right there hits on point right there. That shit right there
Just don't tell me somebody's married to like his cousin or some shit like that behind it and the family.
Nah.
Biotic is trying to get in on the slide.
He's trying to get on the John Moran. I see.
Exactly.
Look, nah, because like I knew about Ja from high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So it was like, you know, when me and my boys will argue about, you know, the whole draft, the NBA draft and shit, and being out here, and with Duke being, you know, Duke UNC rivalry out here in North Carolina and shit, and everybody's like, you know, what the fuck is old dude's name? I can't even think of that shit. The nigga that came in with him, it was first round. Anyway, whatever. The dude from New Orleans. Like everybody was like, I was like, yo, Ja's gonna wind up being a better player than him.
Oh, you talking Zion?
Yeah, Zion.
Right. I was trying to remember that draft class too. You're right. He was number 2. You're right.
And I was trying to tell everybody, I was like, yo, y'all is sleeping on Ja. Ja gonna be a better player than Zion, bro. Nah, man, Zion this, Zion that. Zion. I'm like, all right, I'm telling y'all. Y'all sleep on motherfucking damn Ja if you want to.
Yo, real quick, you said already. Real quick, since you said Zion, so y'all know the title of Lupe Fiasco's new album that he's dropping? You know he's coming out with a new album this year?
Nah, what's it called?
What is it?
Don't trust Zion's knees. Don't eat while you're on break.
Yeah, triple cheeseburgers on deck.
Damn, I gotta find it. Says something in Zion for his new album. He got the producer soundtrack that's working with him on it. The one that did Kick Push, and he did believe If You Are What You Say You Are Superstar joint.
Okay.
So he got him.
That's his main producer though. Soundtrack is his main producer.
Yeah, so he's doing this new project, and they it's called I think it's called Drill Music in Zion. Or something drill music in Zion. I'm like, why you okay, whatever.
No, here's the thing. Hold on. This is what I've kind of had a problem with Lupe on over the years. Not to take nothing away from him, because obviously he's an incredible MC. But Lupe is kind of like he's the personification of, y'all ever watch that Dead Prez video, Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Like, you know, at the beginning of the video, you know what it does? Like if y'all seen the video, the girl's walking. What does it say after she's walking? Now that we've got your attention.
Oh, there it is.
That's he's like the personification of that. But I feel like he does that too much. Like you're always trying to do that thing to where you're trying to enter young folks' area so you can, you know, put the medicine in the candy, so to speak. But I feel like he does it too much to the point where it's like we get it now. Like, okay, you're doing that. So to swerve what you was saying, like, I don't know why. That's why he does that stuff. He does it all the time. Sometimes it works. Other times it does. Like, what was that track off of that second album? Dumb It Down, I think was the name of the track. Like, he's always doing that type of thing. And I get it, but he does it just way too much, man.
I feel you. Tom said he's talking about The Matrix. I think you might be right, brother Tom. Anyway, as we segue from that, and by the way, I do agree. I feel like, you know, I don't know what's up with Lupe. He got all this talent, man. Put some music out. Stop bullshit.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, like everybody, and we talk about this shit all the time, man. Everybody's trying to find their way of staying relevant. I feel like Lupe is one of those guys that is always on the cusp and just, you know, he had his breakthrough, but it wasn't the breakthrough that he sees other people getting. So he's like just on the cusp. So he keeps just doing other shit thinking it's going to push him through instead of continuing to be who the fuck he really is.
Right. That's a big fight, man. We have to come back and talk about finding yourself musically. It is the biggest fight. One of the biggest fights an artist has to fight most times, because They don't know who they are, or they're afraid to be who they are. Anyway, let's get into our next guest. Representing the Yay area also. And also just drop some feedback talking about the Matrix. Tom Genius, what's happening, man?
What's going down?
We here, man. What you smoking on, man? You know, sativa. What you rocking with? You rocking with some? I'm
smoking on some indica right now. I'm smoking on some Gary Payton.
Gary Payton got a strain. God damn it! What are we doing here? Shout out to Gary the glove got a strain. Oh my God,
man! Look, I'm not a smoker, but that's been around for years.
Where have you been? Does that Gary Payton lock you down for the day? Is that what it do?
For me, it focuses me out a lot when I'm working.
I said, damn, I didn't know that. So shout out to Gary Payton for the crime. What's your favorite? Like, if you had to pick like your top 3 strains of all time, like what are Tom Genius's top 3 strains?
Okay. We're gonna talk about like our period OGs. OGs is some of the best, period. OGs. So any OG, like Paris OG, you know what I'm saying? Probably the original Cookie strain, and probably like an old school strain called Northern Lights.
Damn. Shout out to Northern Lights, man.
That's the like 07, 08 strains right there.
And heard that shit in forever. Shit.
That's when I was like a little kid. Like, yeah, we used to smoke that.
Shout out to Biggie Babylon. He typed in, he said, gotta be the Babylon OG.
That too, though. That too. That's my brother right there.
Oh man, shout out to and you know the weed culture, man. I just want us to all get hours out of it. I know I'm sort of digressing, but yeah, I'm just happy that we can talk about this and not feel away. I mean, we did it anyway, but you know.
Right.
It is what it is, man. I like Biggie, man. Stay drunk and high at all events. It is what it is.
Yeah, we lit.
Exactly. Yeah, Tom. So what's up, man? What you working on, man? Talk to us. Talk to the people. The congregation wants to know.
Pretty much, you know, I've been working with, you know, pretty much with Biggie for the last 3-4 years. Doing a lot of stuff with Biggie, working. I also been producing and ghostwriting for the last like 10 years of my life. So I really, you know, I dropped this album series called Vanilla Sky. And last year, I dropped Vanilla Sky 4. The album has 18 tracks on it. And I'm really from San Diego, but, you know, I'm everywhere, you know. I used to live in Fresno. I used to live in the Bay. You know, I used to live all over. And I really, you know, even overseas at one point. And I really vibe with music. So I dropped the album with every single type of style that I love. And I just dropped it's kind of like a playlist. And the main single right now that we pushing is called Come Around. And it was just a record that I made. Like I made the record in like 20 minutes. It was on a different type of vibe. And that's pretty much what I'm on right now.
Well, listen, we're going to get right into it. Let's not mess around. Let's play this joint. DJ Swerve.
Switching lane now. Got the city on my back, watch me come around. Too much money, can't count it now. It was lost in the wind and nothing found. Not talking about a festival, we rolling up. In the last 2 weeks, I blew about a pound. They was talking reckless, what you talking about? Last time I check, I hear another sound. Pushing the limit, give me the green and light side in the flight when we going to a minute. Ain't something vintage. Never brother been locked down so long, man, the time's infinite. Pay me in bonus, don't need no advance. Just copy some G's, even from South to France. Going postal like my name is Lance. Somewhere out of reach on the beach, got my feet in the sand. Got the heat on the knee, trying to keep it peace, but you better watch your man. Niggas falling out, they obese, cause they still in the streets, they'll leave you right where you stand. Watching for the balls that's jumping at the van. My niggas moving, working, this shit is looking tan. Under the radar, you niggas can't scan. Got the heavy metal and it sounding like a band. Gripping the grain, switching lane now. Got the city on my back, watch me come around. Too much money, can't count it now. It was lost in the wind and nothing found. Not talking about a festival, we rolling up. In the last 2 weeks, I blew about a pound. They was talking reckless, what you talking about? Last time I check, I hear another sound. Rockin' Rico was trainers. Niggas turned up to the max, they don't even know asking no question, man, that's a no-brainer. Reconstruct the possibilities of your lifestyle, man, switch the whole thing up. Give you the thrills and the chills when I ride through the hills and the canyons out in Topanga. Left they sullen and cold because they told, so they ain't on ice like a glacier. While I'm stunning, while I'm driving a spaceship. You can keep the O, I need you to face it. Niggas fought through with no representation. Eat the shrooms and I fly on vacation. Life is amazing, no need for no stopping and waiting. One day real niggas gon' win a nation. Thought they keep the game in proper rotation. Gripping the grain, switching lane now. Got the city on my back, watch me come around. Too much money, can't count it now. It was lost in the wind and nothing found. Not talking about a festival, we rolling loud. In the last 2 weeks, I blew about a pound. They was talking reckless, what you talking about? Last time I check, I hear another sound.
Yeah, different sound, different sample. Word. Somebody said like the beat. You also said Moroccan vibes.
Right. Yeah. It is like Moroccan like type guitar style. It is. I'm Haitian, so I have different vibes and different like circuitry of movement of music. So all my music is different. Like I will never make another song that's like that again. You know.
That's dope. That's how you rock. So you just everything's always original.
Yeah, it's always different. Like I've been ghostwriting. I was signed to Interscope when I was 16. And I've been ghostwriting ever since then. I never had a job. I've always been doing music.
Wow, how'd you get a deal at 16 years old? What's the story behind that?
I was playing with a jazz band, and we locked in earlier on with like 1,500 or nothing when we were like younger. And I've always been producing. That's my main thing is producing. I'm an engineer and a producer. So like even that song, I engineered that song. I produce about 90% of my music. So when I was younger, I got found by a major manager. He put me on a situation. Next thing you know, it was out there in the scope for like 3-4 years. And we were able to get out of that deal. And then I was able to create my own sound based out of all the different artists I was working with. Because during that time, we were doing like a lot of pop music, different like stuff, and I'm still, young. So yeah, we've been doing this for a minute.
So in addition to a lyrical writer, you also play instruments?
Yes, I do.
What do you play?
I play organ, I play piano, I play bass, I play drums, I play live guitar, bass, everything like live. I grew up in the church playing like instruments.
So you like on some Wyclef shit plus some other ish, which is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, wavy type vibes, wavy shit.
Wow, shout out to you, man. That's crazy. Anybody else that we know that you wrote for or collaborated with?
Yeah, like I did stuff with like the Migos and Ty Dolla $ign and shit like that.
Oh man, this is it, man. Y'all on with Tom Genius. Listen, collaboration, man. I'm only saying it so that everybody knows. Make it a priority to do that so that we can, can all come up together, which is dope, man. Well, along those lines, one of the classic questions we ask everybody is, who do you want to collaborate with? If you had the choice to do it, 4 artists tomorrow, who's on your wish list to be like, yo, I know I would kill it with them. I want to do something with them.
You know what? I'll actually bring back some classic artists. Like, it sounds crazy, but like I want to work with like some Bon Jovis or some, some Duran type vibes. Like I want to work with some classic artists. Like I would like to work with Babyface. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple, older rappers too that are, to me that are still dope. I feel like we can, vibe with and turn them up even more. Like I love to work with Nas. I love to produce a whole album for Nas. Kind of like on some Hit Boy type shit,
Yeah. And that's a new thought. It's not a new thought. It's a new old thought. Most people will say, they want to rock with Drake or Migos or whoever, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's like, that's superstardom in their own right. They're today's superstars.
Right.
There's something to be said about saying, I want to do something with some of the older artists as well, because they still have the energy and the essence that made them, you know, star power is like timeless.
They still, you know, they still selling out shows. So
exactly.
At the end of the day, like they're still making moves and still going up too. Why not bring the new sound with them? Doesn't hurt. All you're gonna do is sell out, go up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But overall, I'm a rapper overall. I'm a hip hop head. So I have different styles. You know, I work with the Renegades a lot. So, you know, when I'm not making beats on my own, I'm working with the Renegades or Ricky Rax, who also make beats for like Young Thug. So like I be working with them, Audio Cartel, shout out to them. They got beats on the last album too. So that's mainly what I be on. And like one of my other favorite places too that I feel like that's finna blow up is Dallas, Texas. They're finna go crazy too. Like their sound, they have a certain sound out there too. I feel like people should really start vibing with.
Dope, man. Dope. Well, no, that's what's up, man.
I like that.
Well, yeah.
Like you said, we do have a good sound that we trying to push out there. You guys really like.
Right. Nah, facts, man, for sure. For sure. I love it out there.
So, yeah, well, I was gonna open it up, but I think, you know, the fact that you're moving around and you know, been doing this for so long, man, you really are a wealth of music knowledge to a lot of cats on here. You know, shout out to all the producers, all the artists, man. I would encourage you to reach out to this brother. And
yeah, definitely, especially the Bay Area, because like I was working with the Jacket back in like 2009, 10, 11, 12 before he passed away.
Rest in peace to the Jacket, man.
Yeah, RIP to the Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. You know, it's a lot. You
wait, what'd you do with the Jack?
So like me and the Jack, like he used to come down to Fresno and he used to come to my studio and we used to do like a lot of records. I never released those records. You know what I mean? Like I got records with Jack, him, and Freeway. So like I had to meet Freeway. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot.
Damn, go ahead.
Yo, that's crazy. My bad. Yo, that's crazy, bro. You know, the Jack was my brother, so you know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I met him through Lee Majors.
Oh, you know Lee? Yeah, Lee, that's my brother. You know, we all used to live together at the house over there. You feel me?
Word. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really like got me on my vibes when I left the industry big and came back to what I'm on now. So
you got my ears open. You start talking about you used to rock with the Jack, because now, you know what I mean? That let me know you on a whole different level, because, you know what I'm saying, bro was, you know, he was different, you know what I mean?
Oh, solid
so
character.
If you fuck with Jack and you fuck with my brother Free,
oh,
you
he's
know
solid.
I mean? I know you was on some, I know you was really on some shit.
To them and shout to PK. PK was like our family right there when we used to come to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Back as manager. All of them, man. So, you know, we used to rock.
PK, that's my brother, yeah.
When you see PK, you tell CL said what up. But when we was doing our Mims thing and we was running around, first of all, the Bay showed us mad love. You know what I'm saying? On This Is Why I'm Hot. And the Jackie used to come out and him and Mims just became like friends. And that was it. Like, you know what I mean? Shout to PK and all of that. But that's
I'm talking to PK yesterday because, you know, we just lost our brother Traxamillion, you know what I mean? Yeah. Our, you know, rest in peace. We just lost our brother Traxamillion, and we was just talking about, you know, all the time to me, him, Jack, Trax, just all the, you know, time, just downtime, you know, doing nothing, just talking, just dreaming, you know what I mean? And everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But PK is a super solid individual out here as well. Man, I just appreciate you just bringing up the Jack period, bro, because we definitely got to keep my brother's name alive, because the mob will never
forever
die.
in my life, man. Forever in my life. You know, he used to come through by everybody when he stopped. No problem.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, such a special dude, you know what I mean?
Right. No problem. Beautiful.
No problem. Yeah, real fly dude, you know, and
real fly dude.
We challenged each other, you know what I'm saying? We challenged each other lyrically, no matter what. If you on the track, you better go crazy, you know what I mean? Whoever coming up next for you, did you hear what that man just said? You better come with it, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, appreciate you, brother.
So definitely, you know, I dropped the, you know, Vanilla Sky 4, so pretty much that's what I'm on right now. Shout out to my man Billy Knight, you know what I mean? Shout out to my man Biggie Babylon. You know, we finna take off. That's what we on right now. You know?
Babylon. All right.
Billy Knight, what's up, boy?
That's what we on right now, son.
Shout out to Billy Knight. Billy Knight gave me some COVID advice earlier. I don't think I got COVID, but he definitely tried to give me some great advice. So thank you.
He's a legend.
Really nice, the man.
Hey man, Billy Knight is smart. He got the hell out of America. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's a different wave.
But Tom, listen, man, thank you for stopping by. Oh wait, does anybody got anything they want to say to Tom? Any questions? Any requests? Anything? You know, and Tom.
Yo, bro, all I want to say is follow me, bro. Get online, bro. Don P official. Follow me, bro. We gotta chop it up.
Now. I'm on it right now. I got you.
Yeah.
Right
Shout out to the host too, real quick, man. I know I popped in and started chopping some game, but shout out to the host, man. Appreciate you for having this room. Shouts out to Billy Knight for inviting me. Players.
Yeah, Don, we'll have you back on here. I gotta just set it all up.
It's all groovy, man. I'm just in here, you know, it's groovy like a drive-in movie. I'm enjoying listening to everybody's music. It sounds dope. It's nothing but good vibes in here. Thanks for having me.
Wavy. I appreciate you, man.
Every Wednesday. But yeah, we're gonna be moving Tom around. We're gonna be doing some really good things with him. He's got a lot of music, dope music. Like he said, he was working with Biggie a lot for the last 3 years. So it's his time to start breaking out and getting in the music industry as far as marketing promotions and not being really behind the scenes like he has been for a while. So yeah, just keep looking for the music coming, and everybody should be getting the DJ packs in their emails. And if you don't, we can get that to you. CL, I'll definitely send you everything that you need. I think you already got the DJ pack I sent to you. So yeah, we working, man. We working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me to the maximum. I appreciate it.
Send me some music too, bro. You know I got the radio show, the Juice Radio, every Monday night on allinradio.com. I'll play your shit. Send it to me.
I just followed you on Instagram.
Every Monday night. Anybody got music? Send it my way.
Definitely. I got you, brother. I just followed you on Instagram too.
Hey, Don P, put that information in the chat. That way cats can follow.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I've been trying to put something in the chat over here this whole time, but I think I keep sending it straight to somebody else.
Oh, yeah. Make sure it says everybody. Don't send it to one person. They got to say everybody. All right. Well, while Don P does that, Tom, again, thank you for tapping in. We'll make sure we tap back in, especially on this music and everything else. We're gonna get right back into another record. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in right now. New Music Wednesdays is what we do every week. Got something new? Send it in. You know, let's see what it sounds like. DJ Swerve.
That's that new Papoose taking you out of my top 5 off that December album 2021. Last joint, he actually did 12 albums last year. That's crazy.
I'm just gonna say this, P. For this man to drop one solid verse and destroy everything with that, this dude is just he's just reaching for me a new level of respect in rap, man. He just addressed some very serious shit there. What happened to the Dead Poet Society, B? What the fuck?
Some people don't know about that.
Like I get what he was doing, I get what he was talking about, but overall vibe, like I wasn't feeling the whole record.
Oh, come on. Nah.
Come on, Hey, I'll be that guy. I will be that guy. I'm always
never have a problem being that guy, but go ahead.
I just wasn't feeling the record. Like it's just like, okay, what's next? Next track.
Yeah, you gotta love it, man. Yo, you gotta love it.
Quantum, get him.
Right. Hold up, Swerve. And CL talked about me giving Gunner a beating on Friday. Come on, man. Bionic he's worse than me, man.
Yo, if this was Clubhouse, you know he'll get sent to the bottom.
Man, we have to put him in the Goulash Hotel for real. He gonna crap on everybody's record.
No, not necessarily like. I mean, again, like everything ain't for everybody, bro. And there's been records in here that I'm like, yo, I love this shit, and I know this shit's trash. And then there's shit that I know should be good that I just don't fuck with. This is one of them records. I mean, damn.
I'm not mad at you, bro. We just giving you crap for being you, man. I wouldn't want you no other way, bro. Come on, now don't make me feel bad.
I know. I'm just like, hey, look.
Hey, listen. The bionic cowl. It's all good, man. You know what? I gotta respect honesty, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that. Personally, I loved it. You know, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, this dude is addressing something that I be feeling. I feel like once the MC, especially today, when the MC says, "Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and chase something instead of being themselves," they sort of lose themselves, and it's a rap anyway. You know what I mean? So he was just keeping it real. I like what he said.
That was the bar of the year so far. If I don't respect you, I don't salute you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's the new conversation when people do their top five.
And then here's the thing. If I don't respect you, I don't salute you. Great line. Coming from who? Because if Nas says it, cool. Jay-Z says it, cool. Wayne, so on and so forth. It's papoose, bro. Do we really care if you salute us or not?
I want to hear Earl and
Damn, Bob, why you shitting
Earl,
on
where you at?
I'm not shitting on him. I'm not
going on.
Oh, no.
Quantum. Where Quantum at? Where Earl at? Yo,
He really just topped the cherry. He just really put the cherry on the sundae with that one.
No, but I'm just
Do we
saying.
really care?
Hey, but Bionic.
It's the, y'all have heard me say it before. It's the who, not the what.
Okay, so but why you got so much hate for Pop? Like
I
Pop is
don't,
hard, bro.
because the record we played from him last week, I was like, yo, this shit is fire.
The video for that.
But do you understand that like contradicts your whole statement of what you just said? Like we of course we gonna matter if we get a salute from Pop. You know what I'm saying?
But does it though?
Damn.
Of course it does.
Okay. Well, hey, listen.
Put him in the gulag. Put him in the gulag.
So let me put it to you like this. So the last dude that was on, right? When y'all were asking him who he wanted to work with, and he was like, "Yo, I want to work with these like classic artists," right? So if you would have asked me the same question, some of the classic artists I would want to work with, y'all might look at me sideways over. Likewise, it would matter to me if those cats would salute me because those are cats I respect and want to work with. You feel what I'm saying?
So you don't respect Papoose?
I'm not saying I don't respect Papoose, but I'm saying like, bruh, you ain't that top tier guy. So like your top five. I put it to you like this. This past week, a lot of people been talking about that. What was it? Kumo D's report card for rappers.
That's old work, but yeah.
Yeah, it was an old joint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, Kumo D in the 90s and that list coming out is one thing. Now niggas is looking at shit in 2022, like who the fuck is Kumo D to be putting some shit like this together? It's that type of vibe. That's where I'm going with it. Like,
so
I'm not
you say
disrespecting.
you don't disrespect Papoose. You disrespect his level where he is in hip hop. He's not.
Like
he
like
doesn't
that.
have the clearance to. He doesn't have the clearance.
Yeah,
to do
you don't respect
That nigga-
Papoose's clout.
Papoose-
You don't
Ain't got no
respect
stripes.
Papoose's clout. That's what you're
Papoose
saying.
is like B tier. Like
He
he's
say
B
his
tier.
bars ain't real.
Damn.
He's B tier. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't B plus. He's not A minus. He's not A plus. He's B tier, which is
he's still
above
a
C.
private.
He's above
Kenny the
C.
sergeant. Yeah, he's still a private.
Boy, y'all give Papoose a beating for no reason.
Can we give him a
Man,
corporate?
Yo, wait, hold on.
Hey, CL, we in agreement.
Wait, hold on. A Bionic, keep that same energy when Papoose get up on here.
Let's do it. Let's do it because
same
hold up. Since you want to talk that shit, and 9-5 ain't been on here in a while. I hit 9-5 up a while ago because Papoose dropped a song called Cuffing Season. Right?
Right.
Now, y'all know, well, y'all may not know. I got a song called Cuffing Season. Both of the shits are the exact same fucking tempo. And I went to 9-5 like, hey, 9-5, do a blend with these two records. So don't act like I don't fucking respect Papoose. I'm saying I don't fuck with that song, and I'm saying that particular line is a solid ass line. I just feel like it's the wrong messenger.
Wait. Well, wait, hold on. Let me we got to hold that for 1 second. Hold that energy for 1 second because we do got one more artist on here, and I don't want him to feel like we sliding him. This is just what goes down. So
and it's Papoose.
It is Papoose. Anyway, brother June Poole, are you here? June Poole, what up?
June, what up? June, where you at?
June chilling. He like, man, y'all trying to disrespect Papoose. I'm out.
Nah, he said he's still here.
All right, well, we're gonna continue on it. I apologize. He isn't here. But anyway, in the meantime and in between time, let's just go back to I guess we'll play another song and then we can get back into this conversation.
I'll switch it up.
And that must be the beef right there. The fact that he got a song called Cover Season that sounds like this song. That sounds like the beef. Because I'm like, there's no way you can't.
That's it.
Especially after this year, I gotta say, like, it's not easy to put together a body of work from month to month with solid bars, right in your life, in the mix of everything else, all of this shit going on in the world, and you stick to it. I gotta salute that man for that, man. I don't know any other artist that's done that, that's had any type of name, period. Every month you drop an EP.
All right, so we got any folks from Texas in here?
You know the vibes. What's up?
So, so K Reno drops like 8 albums at a time.
You say you know the vibes. What's up? That sounded like a little bass in your voice. Damn.
No. I'm at work. I'm seeing where he go. Here's the thing. Here's what I was gonna say.
So to be like again, not knocking, my attack is not on his work ethic. My attack is not even on his style or anything like that. It's just like, no. Somebody made a comment about Derek Jeter the other day, and they were like, you know, they made a comment about something. It was like, well, the reason why we fuck with Derek Jeter is because XYZ didn't hit 300. You know, didn't bat 300. 300 is 30%, and Derek Jeter is one of the greatest of all time. Motherfucking, if you want to compare it to NBA, some of the greatest NBA players shoot at 45%. Why the fuck is niggas mad or thinking I'm trying to go with somebody when this nigga might be shooting at 45%? Niggas ain't shooting at 100% out here, bro. And that's fine. It's perfectly okay. But to be like, oh, well, you know, he did this big ass body of work, so you got to respect him. I respect his work ethic. That doesn't mean I respect what actually is put out or 100% of what's put out. I can respect 60% of it. I can respect 50% of it. That's all I'm saying. And like, you know, the reason why I bring up like a K Reno drops 6, 7, 8 albums at a time, twice a year, gives 0 fucks. That's work ethic. But I don't hear nobody up here talking about, oh, well, K Reno is the greatest of all time, blah, 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 blah.
We can't say that because we don't even know him like that.
I don't know who the fuck K Reno is.
And we're
bro.
not even knocking him like that. I was really just giving him props in that. Off of every one of these EPs, he's had some real, either bananas head knockers or some real, like, you know, verbal, crazy shit that we just was like, yo, that's dope. And that's it. You know what? I can't be mad at nobody's opinion. You know, shout out to Papoose. I think he's dope. I think what he's doing is pretty dope.
I was just gonna say one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Digiwaxx gonna get that Papoose. And Bionic, he more than likely ain't gonna like it. And I understand Bionic. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I told y'all, and y'all probably hadn't remembered this since I've been on these calls, I've become a Papoose fan over the last couple of years. Because the same thing that Bionic was saying, I've just never been impressed like that with him. But with the the last year and some things he did a couple years ago, I can respect what I've heard. A lot of that had to do with the fact the early 2000s, most people out of the early 2000s, especially kind of on that New York East Coast level, I was not feeling them no way. I just didn't like what I was hearing coming out of there. But for Papoose, I've kind of turned into being a fan. Now that K Reno thing, I understand exactly what Bionic is talking about. And I am surprised a few of y'all don't know who K Reno is, because K Reno actually precedes Ghetto Boys. That's South Park Coalition. But he's considered literally, like, if you ask the Ghetto Boys who they was listening to and who they was respecting out there, who they was battling, K Reno is going to come up. So he is a legend here in Houston. But like Bionic says, you might get 20 albums in a month. And, you know, I'm a quality over quantity person. And so if you're dope on your rhyme, that's dope. I think a lot of people can rhyme, but like what is it really doing in the end? And that's why I said, going back to Papoose conversation we had a couple months back as well, put out an album. Like, I heard a lot of good stuff in the past year, but I would like to hear him put out an album to where it's like, oh, okay, this is it. This is your album. This is the joint. Like, I think the 12-month thing is cool. I definitely think that's cool and that he was able to do it. But you really want to solidify yourself, put that album out that like no one can deny. So, Swerve, hopefully I was able to give you some justification and some clarity there.
Dope. All right. Well, let's play some more music, man. Why not?
I just think
Hey. Hey.
Clowns.
Hey. Hey.
Clown. Can't put an S on the Chanel bag. Woo! You can't buy an invitation and wear that. You think by intimidation they fall back. They don't wanna mimic me, what you call that? Clowns. Had the Duchess in your speaker box. The people that you're speaking to, they speak a lot. I see what you're trying and I applaud that. They don't wanna mimic me, what you call that? Clown. Hair like me that. Clown. Walk like me that. Clown. Dress like me that. Clown. Talk like me that. Clown. Look like me that. Clown. Act like me that. Clown. Sound like me that. Clown. Move like me that. Clown. Clown. Clowns. 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 Clowns.
Hey. Hey.
Clowns.
Hey. Hey.
I'm hearing your album, it's like a tribute. I'm seeing your video in my rear view. I'm taking your strategy as a compliment. You did it, I done it, that's what they calling it. You using my recipe and it's so cute. It's precious, you dressing them in my old suit. I flip it a new way and run it back. And after you learn it, then we can toast to that. Clown. Hair like me that. Clown. Walk like me that. Clown. Dress like me that. Clown. Talk like me that. Clown. Look like me that. Clown. Act like me that. Clown. Sound like me that. Clown. Move like me that. Clown. Clown. Clowns. 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 They call me the double duchess, I'm cloning myself, you love it, I'm blowing with double trumpets. Oh, I'm calling my alter egos, I'm balling with me amigos, I'm doubling down on trios. So if you can do it, prove it, keep making that money, move it, just hustle like that, just do it. See us marching one by one, the soldiers of the double D drum set.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Clowns.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Clown. Hair like me that. Clown. Walk like me that. Clown. Dress like me that. Clown. Talk like me that. Clown. Look like me that. Clown. Act like me that. Clown. Sound like me that. Clown. Move like me that. Clown. 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 Clown.
Hey. Hey.
Clowns.
Hey. Hey.
Clowns.
That's Clones by Fergie. Sounds like a Beyonce throwaway.
Nah, that shit sounds like a fucking Kanye throwaway. That shit sound like that shit was supposed to be on Cruel Summer.
That was supposed to be the Kanye and Beyonce collab, and they was like, nah,
Possibly.
do something else with that.
With Jay-Z and Push on.
Sound like Kanye and that clone.
It did give me Mr. Me Too
sound like Kanye.
I wanted to hear the verse from Monster on that bitch or something. Like, yeah, nah. I'm good.
All right, we got June back. June, what up?
Who was the girl though?
That was Fergie. That's Fergie.
Oh, that was Fergie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Fergie cloning herself.
I almost thought it was Iggy Azalea for a second.
June Poole, what's happening, man?
What's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh man, you know, we here in the building, man. You know, it's second week of January. Everybody just trying to stay alive, man. Where you at, man?
I'm in LA right now, my apartment right now.
Shit, this has been a nice California. Like everybody's Cali'd out. It's all good, man. You know, it's a good look right now in California, man. How's y'all governor over there, man? He bugging out or is he sane?
Say that one more time.
So how y'all governor over there? Is he bugging out? Is he good or is he bugging out or is he whack?
I don't know. I'm from the Bay, so I'm just living out here right now.
All right. Well, I can't. All right. Say no more. Say no more. Well, first of all, thank you for tapping in. Welcome to New Music Wednesdays. This is what we do every week. Anyway, let's just talk about you, man. So, June, man, let's get everybody a little bit more familiar with you. Who are you, man? Tell us a little about you, your music background. How'd you get into music?
So I'm from Hayward, California, Bay Area. I was born and raised. My family from San Francisco, so. I grew up in the Bay. I started doing music towards the end of 2020. You know, I started messing around during COVID because we had nothing else to do. I used to play basketball, but I stopped. And so, you know, I ended up getting my studio set up and I started messing around doing, you know, little reference tracks and stuff at the crib. Then I'll go to the studio and record them. And then I ended up getting in the studio with Clayton Williams, that's over at Empire, in like October, November of 2020. And I ended up dropping my first song called Tom Brady in January of 2021. So ever since then, I've been in the studio all day just grinding.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. Which would bring us to the single. Red Flags. What's the story
I just dropped that. Yeah, I just dropped Red Flags not too long ago. You know, the meme that was on Twitter and all that was going around. So I'm in the studio just talking to my boys and I ended up just making a song called Red Flags.
Nice. Well, let's get into the Red Flags real quick. We're gonna come back. We got some other questions. We'll talk about some things going on. Shout out to the Warriors. I don't know how y'all lost that game last night, but we won't go there yet. Y'all got to get it together, man. Y'all got Ja Morant looking like a superstar.
That's a good player.
Yeah, man. All right, long story short, let's play the record and then we're going to come back. Swerve, how we looking? Can't lie.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. That joint got vibe to it, straight up. Dope.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I think that the title's a little misleading, but you know, that's a whole nother story. But I mean, because you think it's blood and crip shit on top, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that. But it's all love, man. So yeah, man. Anyway, we're on with June Poole, New Music Wednesdays. Just played Red Flags. If you don't know now, you know. Anybody got anything, questions, feedback? What's y'all thoughts?
How long ago? Sorry, my bad. This is Swerve speaking from New York. How long ago you recorded the song? How old is it?
I recorded this about, I'll say, back in November, October.
Okay. So it's on the platforms already. It's already
it's on all platforms.
So I like the record. You know, have if it could fit, you know, with some of today's music. Even has I can see it being played through radio and everything.
Appreciate that.
So it definitely is a go. So you have the full DJ service pack, you know, clean, dirty, and ready to service to DJs.
Yeah, I got all DJ packs ready.
All right. Yeah, I would definitely like to get my hands on that if you could. Send it, I guess send it to CL. You have his information. Send that on through. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely service that out, play that. You know what I mean? And we do like a little I do an independent thing also with like Head Rush and Punch and stuff like that. So, you know, probably gonna put that in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I like that joint. It's cool.
Yeah, hey, we get you the DJ pack. We're actually working the record right now, so we'll get you the DJ pack. Everything's ready to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure I get that definitely.
Hey, Swerve, I arm wrestle you for the choice on that track.
Nah, you be taking all. You see, you take all the stuff on Clubhouse. I'm gonna get the stuff from Digiwaxx. That's the plan.
I'm gonna stop. I'll stop.
Yeah, we be fighting over the good music.
R&B.
Sorry, June. We be fighting, so I had to get it first because I know these greedy cats here. You know what I mean? I had to get it first.
Yeah, boy. I was over here rubbing my mitts and you called it. So good call, brother. That's a good song, man.
Appreciate you.
And who produced it and you wrote your part, right?
Yeah, it's some guys down in here in LA, and they go by Long Haul Music Group. And I've been working with them lately. Also been working with Marky Basie, that's, you know, from the Bay Area, 1500 or Nothing, and Clayton Williams, you know. So I've been working a lot lately this past year. Yeah.
Hey, June, don't you have a whole album with 1500 or Nothing?
Yeah, I got a whole album with them and Marky Basie.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I definitely want to hear more. Like I felt like that was you know, and that's what's dope about music. It's just you don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? It was a pleasant surprise. As far as
Joe, I like that track, bro. I know my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, Don. You good? Go ahead.
June, I really like that track, bro. Your voice is crazy, bro. I was really shocked. I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that sound. It really kind of jumped out at me, bro. You really got a nice sound. It kind of took me back. I was vibing, like, you know, with the Browns, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was really vibing, like you took me to that area that I know, that fun, that happy place within the music. I really felt it. So, you know, end of the day, bro, don't stop pushing, and make sure you come by the radio show. You know what I'm saying? Come by my show on Monday. Come through. You know where the radio station at, right over in Emeryville.
Yeah, I got you. And appreciate you. That's the thing. You know, I want to make music fun again. You know, I want people to have a good time when they hear my music. I want, you know, good vibes. So.
Yeah, that was fun, bro. Keep making fun music, bro, because that's really where it's at. That song was hella fun. So I see what bro was saying about radio and everything, bro. It's a great record. So keep pushing, bro. And I'm out here in the Bay, man. You know, if you need anything, you know, I got the radio station, the magazine, all that. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I feel like it's something. Yeah, you got to go right after that record right now, across the board. You know. And it feels like again, the title was just a little threw me off because I was expecting one thing and it was something totally different. But it's very high school also. You know what I mean? It could fit like there too. I know they're not doing visits and all that, but I would definitely try to find
He's young. Hey, I mean, he's young, man. He's barely gonna be 21. So our next move, we're hitting South by Southwest. We might go out to South Padre and do spring break. So we got some things in the works.
Yeah, shout out Billy tonight.
Okay. These are all good things, man. Yeah, I mean, do you have any other records out now, or is this pretty much the only single?
No, I got some other records out on all platforms. You know, just type in June Pool and all my music will show up. So I'm on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube, everything. So
you got some dope records, CL. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I got a lot of unreleased music that's gonna be coming out this year, so I'm excited for that. I've been grinding, so
No, that's dope, man.
yeah, I'm ready to release some music.
Yeah, I really feel like you got, you got some. I want to hear some more records. That record for sure, man. We got to get that out to everybody because people just don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just trying to get out there more, and so people can hear what I got, in the vault.
Have you shot a video for it yet?
Yeah, I got a video out. It's on YouTube.
Okay, so I think that's a big selling point for it. I haven't seen it, but I will look for that as well. Just in general, man, I just, it's just a good song. I mean, I can't say that enough. I mean, I just think you just got to do what you're doing now and repeat it and go harder and service it and, keep on going. Like it's just a matter of doing this type of stuff as much as possible. I mean, that's, because at some point the rubber's going to hit the road, it's going to blow up. You're going to take off. But till that time, you just got to keep grinding. Like on here, you got a bunch of different, I know, Swerve jumped out and was like, yo, you got a platform. And other people on here have platforms that are dedicated to helping artists get played and introduce them to their audiences. So, yeah, man. So feel free to make sure you connect with everybody on that side of it. South by is going to be great. Some other things that, I got some other ideas, but we'll talk about all of that stuff. But no, that was great, man. I damn didn't want to hit another record, but it's all good. We can come back and do that another time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Appreciate you guys for having me. Shout out my boy Billy Knight. Thank you.
Hey, so June, last question now. Now, who you got for the NBA title this year? Is it?
I'm rocking with the Warriors. I'm a Warriors fan, to the core. So that's what I got. I got my Warriors.
So Ja Morant is not a threat.
Everybody got good nights, but I feel like when it's playoff time and Clay gets back into rhythm, it's gonna be a very hard team to stop.
Okay. All right. I see you over here, Isaiah Thomas. You know what I mean? Breaking down the league and whatnot. Let me find out you're working for NBA TV. All right. So what's your take on NFL this year? Who's Super Bowl?
The Niners.
What? Oh shit.
Niners fan.
All right, but hold on. Niners fan, but who wins the Super Bowl?
The Niners, because I'm rocking with my Niners. You ready?
Oh shit, it's going down. It's going down. You heard it first. We got some predictions early. FanDuel, if you got your FanDuel account, it's going down just like that. Big money on the line. That's what's up, man. I'm just messing with you, but that's dope. That's dope. Keep on going, young brother. Good music.
Thank you, guys.
Here to support you. So that's exactly why I can't bet with my heart. Hey, man, I already know, man. I've been there. But it's all good. So June, how do we follow you? How do we keep in contact? I think you know how to use put your maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my Instagram in the chat real quick.
Or anybody got anything else they want to say or any requests or anything? You might want to get a drop from him now because this record could take off.
I'm gonna put my Instagram there, and I'm gonna put my email real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, June, I'll hit you on the IG. It's the Swerve Hits, all right?
Okay, for sure. Make sure.
Let me tell y'all, man. This is what we do.
Right.
So June,
you're my email right there.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Thank you for tapping in, and
thank you guys for having me.
Sharing the record, and we'll have you back on. Let's kick butt in 2022, man, with real good music. Let's do that for sure. It's good to see that everybody's just individuals, man. Everybody's just doing their own thing, and that's what it is, man. So that being said, Swerve, we might will play out some other new joints and let's get back into it.
All right, have a good one.
She went from dusk till dawn. I'm steady glowing like some great poupon. I carry paper, no coupons. Hey, take your word for it, oh how I wish I could. She said, trust me, I'll never fall for it. show like King Raw. I'm killing everything, my life a cold case. I let her leave me like a fucking heartbreak. They said this shine might never come. I let that money talk, but baby, I respond. Yeah. When I was down bad, I told them not for long. And later on, these bitches gone. Yeah. I count the cash 10 years, not a day old. Different color diamonds, they shoot out rainbows. I deaded all my fucking problems. Big bills, they give me exercise for my thumbs. She busted in a thong, ass like a plum. Minus the passenger, I'm ready to race. All these spotlights got me on the front page. We doing the maximum, not minimum wages. She wanna fuck the whole gang, and baby, that's courageous. We had first suit.
New Music Wednesday. That's new Sway Lee called Cold Case. What's going on, y'all? New Music Wednesdays. Shout out to everybody that's still hanging around in the room. It's like almost 6:30. Dawn P, I see you. What's going on? Earl, what's going on? Raymond T, what's going on?
What's going on?
Norm was yeah. Where was that, Earl? When we was I was calling for you when Bionic was going off on Papoose.
What, earlier?
Yeah, it was he almost got shot by the room.
I heard. No, I was trying to stay out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Quantum jumped in later. Yo, Quantum, I got some of them joints too that you sent too. Keep sending them. Definitely looking to play them joints. Manny Faces, I don't know where he disappeared to.
Hey,
Yo, what is that tracks to?
Were you able to put that joint on?
Where's in the tracks to?
I put it in the chat. I was saying, Bionic, if you read, I said I couldn't play it from this computer from work. From my work computer. Yeah.
Nah, I know you said Spotify. I was like, look that shit up on Apple Music if you can pull it up.
Yeah. Nah, I can't. I don't even want to.
Gotcha.
Go do that here. Do that here. You know what I mean? You know.
Manny probably over there eating, Swerve. He's still in here. He just ain't guaranteed he probably over there either eating or sleep.
He was smoking earlier or something.
Yeah, he probably done smoked himself to sleep.
Oh.
Man, bro, wake up with the birds, man. For real. Like, bro be up like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, real quick.
Nah, I ain't sleep.
There you go.
Oh,
real do is slander him a little bit. He'll come out.
Real quick, I wanted to nerd out real quick for all my DJs that's in the room. For all my DJs in the room, I wanted to nerd out real quick. Pioneer will announce and be dropping their new product line for this year. They got 2 new units coming out, the Rev 7 and the Rev 1. Supposed to be like spinning platters, whatever. And it's been talk on the internet for the past 3 days. They're supposed to be announcing those products tomorrow, and they're supposed to be releasing out around the end of February. So that's like the new talk of town. I don't know if Head Rush, Manny, Big Red.
Pioneers trying to compete with the Rain one.
Yeah, I saw YouTube link. The YouTube notification popped up from my Pioneer page, but I didn't open it up. And that was like, yesterday. No, that was this morning. I never opened it up.
And if you look at if you look at the Rev 7, it's I think 7-inch platters, and it has the S7 like mixer, like they got the S9, the S11, and also the S7. So it's the actual big ass mixer. Raymond T. I'll share it in the group, and it has like the 8 pad, 8 pads each side, 4 and 4, and you know what I'm saying. So it looks pretty dope. We're just going to see how that play out this year. I heard the NAM joint got moved to the summertime, so usually it'd be actually right now. Actually, the NAM in LA usually go on right now, but they moved it to the summer. I have never been, but
which they
should.
They should move it to the summertime because they'll get more of a bigger outcome than what they usually get. Because it's like a lot of the times when you get those when you have the NAM convention and you see the content that comes back, 90% of it is drummers. Like you see a lot of drummers coming back from that. It's like very seldomly see DJs coming back. So,
but it's so much going on in the summer, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly when. I think there's might be in July. I know in August for the East Coast and Atlantic City is they DJ Expo joint going on in Atlantic City. And I know I was there last year. Me and CL was out there as well. And they do theirs in Atlantic City. And I know that's in August, and it will be, from the email I received, it will be again at the same hotel, at the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel. So I know that's a lot going on, but I guess it's good. It gives a couple of companies some time to release their products, since, you know, bringing things from overseas into the States here is slow. So I guess it gives time with this whole COVID thing, just slowed up everything and all products. So just little DJ gear nerd stuff. Sorry for those that's not, know what's going on as far as with that, but just a little info on that.
Quantum, did you ever get that S11? Was that you talking about that before?
Nah, it couldn't have been me.
I think DJ Boogie got the S11.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because he was up here and I think he said, "Oh, my package just came in." He was straight teasing us, showing it. "Oh, it just came in. I was unboxing my on a call." But I think it was him. But I know he has it. He has got the S11.
Yeah, I trip out. I think I'm gonna finally have to fucking upgrade my Mac. There was a driver thing on the S9 that I got, and I got a 2011 Mac, and I think I'm gonna have to fucking finally that shit been my fucking tool. That thing been my runner. I'm sad to even have to.
Well, I have a 12. I have a 12 Mac.
No, I've heard the 12. That's what I'm hearing. I hear I at least got to go to the 12.
Yeah, the 12 is pretty much. I think the 12 is the 12. I have a 12 Pro and I have an Air 2014, and those two are the ones that I'm hearing. Those are the pretty good ones. I maxed my 12 out. I can't do nothing else to it. But for the most part, yeah, a lot of people have the 12. But yeah, I have an S9 as well, so it works. It works pretty fine with it.
So the homie did some work on my computer, whatever, and at least got the right driver. But every time I actually plug up with my Serato, I got the notification like a driver update is available. You know what I mean? So, but it's working. It's not like it's not working. It's just low key fucking irritated by seeing that box in the corner all the time.
Oh yeah. Just do the update if you could. If not, maybe see if you could get a 12.
Yeah. No, that's ideally what I'm do. You know what I mean? Because at least the 12 still got the regular USB port, not the new USB-Cs or whatever that shit. You know what I mean? So
right. Yeah, anything actually after 14, around 14, 15, that's when USB-C, they started switching. Right? Yeah, they started switching. But any under that, between the 12 and 13, well, I really handle 13, but like the 12 and 14 and even 15 is the most I hear. Some 16s are pretty much cool, but 12 is the most highly favored, as far as months of for the Mac users out there. I know Head Rush and Manny, they PC users. Sorry, guys.
And hey, man. Hey, hold on, Bionic. Hold on. I need to take the floor, sir. I will not take any slander from you today, sir. Because
Wait, what are you talking about? In reference to what?
Just
in reference to
not
what?
you, Bionic. This is for Swerve. No, this is Swerve, sir. Not you, Bionic. You've never slandered me, sir. You've only been honest so far, so good. So let's go ahead and keep it a buck. Mr. Swerve Hits. I am a MacBook user, sir. I'm gonna definitely take my background off because I will not.
Who bag you stole at work? Who bag you stole?
I'm at the crib, B.
Yo, he stole some DJ
Me.
bag. He was out gigging the other night playing the drums. Yeah, I know he was at church. You stole somebody's bag.
Oh, this is all me, baby.
If I get a report that they got you in jail for stealing somebody's Mac, you know what I'm saying? I know why. Hey, stop. Oh yeah, we got Hey Rush, you want to tell them about the new mixtape
I
we
got
got?
MacBook and iPhone.
Yo, Hey Rush, you want to tell them about the new mixtape?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Go ahead. Because I did it early on Clubhouse, so it's your turn. Haha, I got you.
Oh, you got quiet. I didn't think you'd hear me. Oh yeah, so it's all good. But Swerve, DJ Punch, DJ Manny Faces, and myself, we all went ahead and put together a mix, or basically a compilation of the artists we got out of Clubhouse. So what we do is we have the artists submit their music, and we sit and listen to them and critique it. And then out of the artists that send us music properly tagged, we choose, each one of us chooses 5 songs, and then we make a mix out of it. And then after we make the mix out of it, we put it all together and create the, compilation. So yeah, it's pretty dope, man. And it's funny because we sit around and do this all morning, and we find a lot of talent that you would never find if it wasn't for Clubhouse and networking with these people. You wouldn't even know this music exists. Like, I've been dropping music in the chat too.
Yeah, and it's Breaking Records Uncut 20. Breaking Records Uncut 20. And yes, we pick 5 songs per, us 4. I pick 5, Head Rush, and Manny pick 5, and Punch pick 5, and that's our 20. And
was y'all dropping it on Mixcloud?
It's already up on Mixcloud. It's already up there. It will also be on Nerve DJs. I'm gonna put it up in Digi as well. And separated all the tracks yesterday. So for those sites that takes, track by track, people can get it and download. But yeah, we'll be doing that every week, and I'll probably picking some stuff from here, as far as the new artists that come through here through this platform as well. Just trying to break new artists. You know what I mean? What they got. But I'm gonna get into another.
Is it actually done in like a mix, or is it just more like a playlist type?
No, it's mix.
Okay,
DJ mix. We all did DJ mix. I got my vocals on mine's all blending in through drops and the whole bit.
Word.
like radio.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Indie side.
Show.
Yeah.
Like a mix show.
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, Ray.
Yo.
Why I just seen some shit that said this is the first time the Raiders and the Bengals meet the playoffs since the Bo Jackson injury.
Yep. Shit, bro, this is the first winning season we had since 2016, bro. You know what I mean?
I know it.
But yeah, no, that's facts. Yep.
I mean, keep in mind at the beginning of every season, I say, hey, I'm happy being 8-8, like, because I don't see us doing shit.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
For sure. I'm excited, but for real, even if we lose on that, I don't give a shit. We sent them Chargers home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game, man. That went into OT. But I was mad. I ain't gonna mad. I was mad at y'all because I believe it was the Raiders when they was up. I think it was like 26, and they had 7. And they went for a 2-point conversion. Am I right? Correct about that? Instead of going for a field goal. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? I say, and Giants did this many a times. Just did this many times. I'm like, yo, why is you're up? Go for just and then they wound up coming back and then tying it up. I'm like, man, this is. I said, come on, B. Y'all could have been up by one.
There was mad of that shit that was starting to look like a WWE scripted match, bro. You know what I mean? I was like all them fourth downs they were getting and getting that touchdown on like the 4th and 16. Like I was like, man, if this shit really end in a tie, I'm about to get rid of all my shit.
Nah, I'm not. Fuck that. Like that shit just would have been fun. I mean, because the joke was, hey, they could just kneel down the whole game.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and
they was even saying they were going to.
Right, and I'm like, well, they at least giving us something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is better than kneeling down the whole game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather that. So, you know.
Yeah, let me touch one of these joints real quick and we come back and see what y'all feel about.
Time just to survive. They'll pass you a shake. I ain't vote. Tell him free Larry and try to pardon his case. When you black and rich, they be slick and try to target your race. Street niggas never gon' win. I'm streets and I win. Riding strikers inside the trenches. They be changing the VN. My brothers chasing a high. Got brothers life in a pen. Got lawyer fees for the fam. Just to start, I give them 10. Sticks and stones. That won't break my bone where I'm from. You can tell you can never come back home where I'm from. When the city taught me a lot, I get it on where I'm from. Money, power, respect. I'm in the zone.
Tougher than that Teflon. All this dope I stepped on. Real, get the rest gone. Be that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power. Money, powder, and power. Money, powder, and power.
Yep, new 50 Cent featuring Jeremiah and Lil Durk. I don't even know why he on it, but okay. But that's powder and respect. And I'm sure that's probably
that's gonna be for the new Tommy joint. For the new Tommy.
I'm sure it is. I'm definitely sure it is. Yeah.
But you know what though? I must say, if y'all, I know y'all probably don't really mess with Durk like that. It's kind of, I do it by default because I was born in Chicago and I just kind of want to hear what they're talking about. But that's the best I've ever heard him ride a beat. Period. Like
probably 50 Cent coached him, maybe. You know what I mean?
You know, 50. I almost feel like 50 wrote that verse for him.
Or it's them damn motherfucking damn beats, bro. Like them, like it not. I don't want to say West Coast, but like that West Coast vibe-ish.
Oh, it makes you get in the pocket. The beat
jump in the pocket.
Yeah, like
ride joint.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, dude, like anything that's boom, 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 boom. Like, dude, like you just in pocket on that shit all day. Like,
well, to be fair, I feel like his catalog has had enough beats where he could have slid in the pocket and rode the beat a lot better than he has.
True.
So I know what you're saying, and I definitely believe that could be more of the reason why, because of who's on the track with him, first of all. Second, the production of the track makes you jump in line. It's almost like, nah, you can't do that over here, brother. You gotta get in line, bro. You know, tighten up. But as far as like his bodies of work and what he does with like Polo G and what he did with like King Von before he passed away, man, it was like they always had that Blueface cadence to me, and I hate it, bro. I don't like it. Even when Silk the Shocker was hot, I didn't like it. And the only person I felt like got away with the rapping off cadence like that was Sugar Free.
I would say like early 42. Like I like
say E40.
E40. Early 40.
But to me, Earl was rapping in pocket to me. Because even
he know how to do the offbeat on beat, and that is a style, but you gotta know how to perfect that. You know what I mean?
Right. So
RZA do that shit too. RZA too.
Yeah, he does.
Speaking of, y'all heard this whole Fabulous is better than Andre 3000 shit?
Yeah, stop the slander.
So,
man, don't open up no conversations with that bullshit.
So I am an Andre. No, because here's the thing.
I got something better for y'all. I got something better for y'all too.
As big of an Andre 3000 fan as I am,
No, don't do it.
I can understand why somebody would say that, but I do not agree.
I don't either, bro.
That's all that needs to be said.
I don't agree. I'm just glad we are in here by ourselves because I know somebody else will say, well, to be fair, when I looked at Google, I see that. Like, God, don't you start that. You shut your ass up.
Bionic, I got, go ahead.
Go ahead. Though.
No, I was like, did y'all know this big news? Guess who's suing who?
Oh yeah, I saw that shit and I laughed my ass off.
Who I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's
fucking
not
that Nas shit.
John suing Kanye?
Nah. Pete Rock.
Pete Rock suing Nas.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
For Illmatic?
Look, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
thing is this though. The thing is this though. If he has not been paid all these years off of that, then I mean, I definitely understand it. It would also make me kind of understand why they've never worked together since. Like that's been the thing. Like everybody's been like, well, where has Nas been in a Pete Rock? Like that was '94, and one of the best tracks ever. But if he hasn't been getting paid from that, then I definitely understand. And it's probably, I don't know if it's Nas specifically. It probably has a lot to do with a bunch of red tape. But I mean, people have used that track throughout the years, and if Pete hasn't been getting paid for that, that shit is fucked
because
up.
it's being put in movies
with me,
too.
though,
Like, you know,
with me though,
everything.
And this is a fucked up mentality to have across the board, not just with this, but just in general when it comes to anything. Why now? Why is it like? Why are you suing him now? Why didn't this?
Another question is why not? If everybody else has used it, why him?
No, because they used it from Nas's. They used it from Illmatic.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like,
So they took,
like that's the
it
point.
started from CL Smooth, and then Nas got it, and then everybody else that referenced it.
So look at it like this. There's a track called God, why am I I'm slipping? The World Is Yours, right? And so let's say something like Jay-Z's Dead Presidents, right? You've heard of Jay-Z's Dead President. So we'll take that example. On that hook, it says, I'm out for presidents to represent me. That's from Yeah. So like, but whether Nas is making money, the thing is Pete isn't making anything off of that. So like a lot of times too, what you'll notice is, especially now, when you talk about like not hearing scratching in songs anymore, if you really listen to like people even in the 90s when they were scratching, like a Premiere or something like that, they would scratch songs that they actually did something on. So that publishing, that doesn't have to come back to them. So like a lot of stuff that Pete Rock has scratched and shit like that, he had something to do with it. So there's no way that he's not getting nothing from it. If you look at The World Is Yours, like I said, it's been used on Dead Prez. I think someone said, because I don't listen to him, but someone said Drake has used that shit at some point. Like he's not getting any points of anything off of that track. So I understand the suit, but in terms of why it's happening now, I don't know. It is kind of weird that NFT thing is coming out, but I don't know.
Well, you know, the money is up, and the records are being, and for the past year or two, Nas had he got quite a few documents. He got a document he did with Masterclass, and he has one on Netflix, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And he just did stuff for Ralph McDaniels, the Video Music Box documentary stuff. So he's doing a lot of stuff, and some of this music is being played. And I know that they did speak about, and it's funny, they spoke about a little bit of Nas stuff and whatever in the Ralph McDaniels joint. So I'm like, this stuff being played in certain TV joints is more money going Nas way or team, whatever. I don't think it's solely Nas' fault, like you said. This, somewhere down the line, it's just something that wasn't taken care of. And so in a sense, why Pete wait so long? We don't know, but Nas' money in network is way up now. So it's like, okay, now, you know what I'm saying? because I'm
Well,
sure
you got to figure too, probably with the attention that he's been gaining with the King's Disease 1 and 2 and then Magic.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably bringing streaming revenue back to his old shit too. People who wasn't even hip to Nas now taking dives into the catalogs. You know what I mean?
Very good. So, yeah, very, very correct. Because that, and that's what a lot of times when these lawsuits happen, they're usually not happening on behalf of the artists per se. It's usually the red tape behind it. Now, the only thing that I'll say is I have heard that Pete has said that he's reached out to Nas and his people and never heard nothing. And so that's where I'm a little, kind of wondering if there is something with that. Because again, they have never worked together again throughout all these years. And as I'm one of those people. It's like, well, why has Pete not worked with you? You need Pete. And if this has been the reason why, that actually makes sense.
And see, like the other thing about it is like I said, when it's that why now shit, right? Of course you want, and I've told people this, like you want to maximize your money, right? You know what I'm saying? So you don't sue somebody too early in the game. You sue them later, right?
Customer service, this is
but at the same time, at what point
that boy Walter,
do you know for sure that this is the play? Like, what if this play never happened? What if all this other Nas shit never came to pass? Would he have never sued him? You know what I'm saying? Like, would it have been like, oh, okay, like, or was the play always, oh, I'm gonna sue in 2022? You know what I mean? Like, these are the questions I have, not just for him, but just in general. Like, yeah, you want to maximize on a record, you want to maximize on your income, but how do you know when it's that peak point? You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you. I think that's something that you're going to get regardless. So I think that should have been handled a long time ago. Right. You know what I'm saying? If there was an issue, but them 90s contracts, man, that's why I'm sitting back, because I know Illmatic, man, as successful as that shit was, it took like 10 years for that shit to really jump off. And so between publishing and sample clearances for that album, like I said, I would understand more. The justification more would be like Raymond just said, like, because I didn't even think about that. Like, he needs to see something off of all these people that are going back and listening to the catalog right now. Like that to me is the ultimate justification, because at the end of the day, you should have had that handled long, even in the 10-year when Stillmatic came out, then everybody realized, oh my God, there's an album called Illmatic out. Like, that was the rebirth of that shit, because it didn't sell that well when it initially came out. And so at least at that point, that should have all been handled. But in terms of why that hasn't, that's remaining to be seen though.
And yeah, like I said, that's my thing. It's like, when do you know? Like when is the right time, the right time?
They wait, they be waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like
but
lot
no,
of
like I said,
samples.
like would it, like, again, like, had NFT shit never popped off, will we be hearing about this lawsuit? Had Netflix never popped off, will we be hearing about this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Playing GTA? You playing GTA in the background? What you doing?
Oh, no, I'm Call of Duty.
Hey yo, Head Rush, man. I'm still waiting on the joint. Walter, he on the call, man.
He code switching real quick. He on his Walter shit real quick.
Are we gonna forever fuck with him on that shit?
Oh, forever.
Hey, good Walter.
Hey, on a side note, did anybody watch Euphoria?
Damn, y'all giving up government names now?
I got it. Hey, man.
Nah, he gave it up to us that day.
He gave it up.
Yeah.
No, I did that, Manny. I forgot I wasn't muted and answered the phone at work, and they was like, "Who the fuck?" And everybody, who is Walter? Who is Walter?
They tore your ass up, didn't they?
Oh no, it was more the code switch than it was his name. You know,
that was a great Digiwaxx moment, dog. I was in there, and Raymond, Raymond be back. See, Raymond, one of them dudes, you was probably that class clown that no one knew, and you'd be back there getting everybody hyped up and get in trouble, dog.
Hey man,
I hate to say.
But nah, I haven't caught up on Euphoria. Like I had been meaning to watch season 1 and now season 2 out. So now I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait for season 2 to end before I watch it.
Well, no, the only reason I was saying is because Lil Meech made a cameo. So he running his acting game heavy now. You know what I mean?
Shit, good shit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna do that. I mean, he had a little music career that ain't nobody really knows about that, but maybe he could resurface that. But you know, the money is the acting.
But it's just funny because he like the character was the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, no, fam, you're not Big Meech in this new show. You know, but it was like the same persona. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
He's typecast now.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's whatever.
Hey, fuck it, don't matter. Typecast.
Yeah, go
not,
get a
it's
check.
A
Go get a check.
Like,
you know what I mean? Straight up.
Word. I mean, we'll see. What y'all think?
Hey, Swerve, did y'all play that new Young T and Bugsy?
No. You want it? Well, you're not in front of your decks, right?
No, I am now. I could put it on if you want.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take this off. Give this over to you. You should.
Got it. I got it.
Got it.
Yep. Cool. All right, peep this. See what y'all think. I remember them. They had the big TikTok viral way with that "Don't Rush" and the challenge and everything. So
sound nice.
Yeah. No, I love all the instrumentation in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So just why I didn't know if we had ran through that one last week or if y'all did that for that Friday Clubhouse call or whatever. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, Raymond, did you get in the room?
Friday I was hammed up Friday.
So. No, I'm talking about in the Telegram room.
I think I gotta finalize it. I know I got to some point within the link of the thing and then I just didn't finalize it. So I gotta do it. I'm always weary with some of them shits, but it's legit. Like it ain't no, you know what I mean?
This is how my whole fleet DJs we've been communicating, which is our back door to the world and just how we unify. We got so many different rooms, so we've been using it for 7-8 years.
Okay, word.
And a lot of other people have been using it, so it's definitely legit. Share music, and that's how I be getting a lot of new stuff before streaming because I'm in like 2-3 music rooms. Like I just put up a new Big Sean featuring Young Thug in the room there. So it's been around. So a lot of people, it's nothing new. It's been around for well over 10 years.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll finalize it then.
Yeah. And that's how we're going to communicate as far as, Digiwaxx stuff. Because I know we have our thing with the iPhone thing, but with this, you could have Telegram. You can work it from your computer, PC or Mac, or Android or iPhone. Either way, you could work and get the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, and what I like about it is that if you say, send me a song real quick, like if you had a gig or something and you need somebody to send you a song on the fly, we can fly one right to you in the chat. You can download it right from the chat.
And it doesn't because they have like their own data stuff, so it doesn't with the texts that can eat up your phone data. So it has like its own, because even if you switch phones and you jump back in, you'll still see all messages, old messages and everything like that.
Those got like its own cloud or whatever.
Yeah.
That's tight. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you jump through.
I do notice that anybody that's in your phone book, if they log on to Telegram,
it'll let you know.
You that they're.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I'll know when you in there since I got your number, Raymond. So I'll know when you in.
All right.
Yeah. Because I seen it when Legend got in there. It was like Champagne Legend is in Telegram. I was like, okay. He was like, I thought he was already in there.
Shit, I keep my shit muted. I'd be like, damn it, man. Stop talking to me.
Yeah, you can mute it.
Mm-hmm. You might be recording something though, Bionic. Like you mess around me recording some stuff.
And then between being at work and damn all types of shit, bro, I just be like, damn it.
Yeah, James, I'm gonna send that over to you right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, where you go? DNA, you still in here, man? Guess not.
I ain't hear him
Oh,
speak all
yeah, he
day.
is. I see him. He just said yes at the bottom.
Yo, Bayana, did you start watching the Star Wars, or you gonna wait till the whole season is up there? Or...
But the Bad Batch or
yeah.
the oh no, you mean the Mandalorian? I mean
Boba Fett.
Yeah,
right,
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Yeah,
Oh hell yeah, I'm watching that shit as it goes on, bro. I can't have nobody spoiling that shit for me.
Yeah, I just watched the first episode, second one. Third one is out already?
Yeah, yes, sir. One dropped last night.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
cool.
So what is it? It's 6 episodes?
I
They
gotta
do
go
6?
back and check. I gotta go back
Well,
and
no,
check.
I'm saying, yeah.
No, I know what you're saying. I know the 30-minute joints normally do 8 and the 60-minute joints normally do 6, but
6.
I gotta check.
Yeah. I ain't started watching yet, so y'all relax. I'm a wait. Like I did it for Hawkeye, I'll wait for this. Like I that weekly shit, man.
I'm not gonna talk about it. It was just asking.
Yeah, no, I got you. I ain't. Yeah. They say it's gonna be 7. I'm looking at something that say 7.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I like the first Mandalorian better from what I've seen so far. But
no, I mean it's a different story. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'm on that. I ain't been able to catch up on the fucking animated joint, so I'm gonna just stick to the live action shits.
Oh, you haven't watched the Bad Batch yet?
Listen, man, I haven't watched Clone Wars. I'm on maybe like season 2.
Really?
Wow. I tried, and every time I watch it comes up. So it's like, yo, I want to get through Clone Wars. Then I know after I do that, I gotta do something else. Then
Rebels.
I gotta do, and it's a lot. It's a lot.
I'll say this. It's a whole lot. It's
extensive.
Yeah. But I'll say this though, man. Clone Wars, once you get going, you're gonna love it. I remember when it first came on, I was kind of on the fence, and like a certain character is gonna come in, and I was kind of annoyed with that character. But now I love that character.
Right.
Rebels is a little bit harder. Like they kind of got softer with each one. Because after that, there's one called what's the name of that shit? It's with this dude fixing like planes that they racing, but that shit really is all in canon. But that shit is just real kiddish. But Rebels is kiddish, a little bit more kiddish than Clone Wars. It's not as good.
Right.
But I like that they're keeping everything in a canon. They're keeping it all in the world. And that Bad Batch, that shit is out of here, man. And I'll say this.
I knew Bad Batch was gonna be the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just based on what it was.
Yeah.
But
you know, but here's the thing. It's you say that from a distance, but when you get to the end of Clone Wars, you'll mean it. Because that doesn't happen if Clone Wars doesn't happen. And those last like 2 seasons, especially that last season of Clone Wars, man, that shit was excellent. Like it umbrellas the first few Clone Wars seasons. Like they because they knew it was on a different platform. It was they had a little bit more leeway to do what they wanted to do.
Right.
But yeah, them last couple seasons, man, they was sick.
Like I said, I want to. It's a lot, and just my time, man, bro. A nigga working damn near 12 hours at the club, bro. This shit don't make no fucking sense.
Oh, bro, I understand. I'm at work right now.
Like damn near 12-hour shifts out this bitch. Fucking this past weekend was a fucking shit show, dude. Like we had to put out our fucking concierge. Our concierge been there 28 years. Been in that building 28 years. We had to put that dude out. Fucking, so he's gone for good. That was Friday night. Saturday night, a fight broke out between 2 of the strippers and a female guest. Fucking Sunday, we stopped a fight that probably would have happened between 2 chicks. This whole weekend was a lot, bro.
That's how you know you balling. You got a concierge in your lobby.
Right.
Quantum, what's your email, bro? This rich guy out here, man. Studio in his house.
I'll put it in the chat, man.
He's first of all, he's a bathroom concierge. First of all,
concierge. Oh man.
Hey, listen, that's even worse, Brianna. You got somebody handing you mints
You got
after
somebody
you
in the
shake and twizzle.
bathroom handing you mints and spraying $5 colognes on you out of Walmart, man.
But y'all know, I couldn't stand them joints though, man.
It's like
dude,
soul
I
playing,
don't wanna...
like soul playing.
He got a DL usually in every bathroom he go to.
But it's weird because it's like, man, I ain't trying to like. I know you're trying to get your money, but like, I'm not really trying to. I can wash my own hands, man. And I get it. But anytime I see that shit when I walk into a bathroom, I'd be like,
I get mad, bro.
I'd be like, fuck, because I don't want to. And it'd be an old dude that he'd probably seen, World War II and shit, and you just don't want to leave him hanging. But shit, dog, like, I can wash my own hands, bro. But nah, I feel you on that. Oh, Head Rush. You sent it over to Clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the joints. I just needed some, a couple things.
Yes, sir. Honestly, that's what took me so long. I kept trying to get it as clean as possible. He ain't really.
What do you use?
Vulgarity.
Huh? What do you use?
I didn't use anything. I don't do clean. I don't make clean cut records. I just pulled out my tables and got to moving and shoot. I'm gonna make this work.
If you got Ableton, that's usually what I use. You got Ableton, you could knock that out.
I got Ableton. I just hate trying to figure Ableton out because it's like,
I got you. Yeah, I've been on that for over 10 years, man. So
no, so what plugin? Like, do you need to get a plugin or something, or you just go in there and zap your words?
I got the program. No, I got the program. So if anything, what I'll do, I'll throw the track in there. If there's no instrumental, I can take a bar of music and lay it under. If it's not too many, because I don't really like doing it. I have to pay to like clean some shit. But if it's like, one or something like that, I might just reverse it real quick. But if I don't want, because I don't like reverses like that, I like when it just keep going. But most of the time, if I don't have the instrumental, I'll just find a bar of the instrumental in the song and then just lay it under. But I mean, that's like I said, I've been doing that for years, so I'm like on some 10,000 hour shit. I'd have to,
Quantum. I'm gonna send you. I got most of the clean my project, so I'm gonna send it to you too. Because I'm sending James Brown some stuff too.
Yeah, I asked the other joint in the playlist, the one that was out. What's the name of it? The G shit. I had that in.
Because I sent you the full all that, right?
You sent me that, but I'm saying, but y'all put the clean. Put the clean up. You sent me that clean one for that. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I gotta share this ignorance that I just read.
Oh, go ahead.
This dude said, "How can y'all listen to that Willow Smith song? It makes my literal butt hurt." The funniest thing about this shit is the dude that made the status is gay, and that shit makes me laugh hard as fuck right by now. Like, I don't know what Willow song he's talking about, but the fact that he said that shit makes me laugh, bro. I'm sorry. He said that's
weirdo. That's weird. That's just weird, bro. But
for sure, because I don't even know she had nothing out.
Yeah, me neither.
Nah, she stayed putting shit out. So, like, she put out a joint maybe like a month ago.
Quantum, did you get in the group, bro?
Did I get in the what?
Group? Did you get in the Telegram?
Man, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Like, it's a blessing that I'm here on these calls each week. Like, from what Sandy was saying about them 12 hours, like where I'm at, they finally reduced hours. Then on top of that, me putting the show together each week, I'm touching my show like 7 days a week. So like this moment that I have, like this is the only time I really be having a chance to really powwow, man. But I seen the link in there, so if I do get a chance, like I'll try. But shit, that shit is tough, man.
You're right,
gentlemen. I gotta actually hop, but I'm gonna let y'all rock on and do your thing.
Shit, I'm about to get out of here too, bro.
You.
Love is love. I gotta go and try to get some type of rest and get back so I can see what the heck's gonna happen if I'm even gonna get on this flight. So many decisions are gonna happen in the next 24 hours for me.
You got that vid, man?
I don't think so, man, but I'm gonna get tested again tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm doing everything, man. If I do, it's a wrap. You know, I mean, I don't feel like that. Like earlier, I was crazy. It was like I had a headache, all of that shit.
Yeah.
Now I feel a little better, but I'm like, you know what? Let me not play myself. Let me get what I gotta get out the way and try to do what I do and get back, you know?
And make sure if you go out there, you know what I'm saying, because you know they be out there wilding, so you don't want to come back.
They ain't got no pics out there.
Man, I gotta cancel.
Where you supposed to be going?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. They don't.
The
they never
the
did
land
close
of
down.
where they don't give a fuck.
I see.
Yeah, they never closed down. And look, I'm sitting here tripping. Houston right behind them. We ain't never closed down either when you really think about it. But you know.
CL, I'm gonna tell you now, if you do go and you stay out there till Sunday, I'm telling you, you got to go to brunch on Sunday, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're right. This time I can do that, and it's gonna be a month. But I don't even know if I'm going. We're gonna see you about.
No, I'm saying if you go,
yeah,
you got to go to brunch on Sunday, bro.
That's it. I get it. Say no more. Say no more. Big respect on that. Yo, love y'all. See y'all next week. Talk to y'all, during the week, whatever. You already know how we do. Everybody got my
peace, man.
Hit me up if you need anything.
Feel better, bro.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, Quantum, I'm gonna send you some of these new R&B tracks I've been getting the whole of. If you want to hear them first, jump in.
So here's the thing, and that's what I was saying. You said you was sending stuff to that Remedy Radio email. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so do that because that's, like I said, mine is a hip hop show, but that's my boy. The Remedy. It comes on right after me, and that's who plays the R&B and soul. So you were sending it to the right place. He's just not on this call, but we always looking out. If somebody got something, he'll have him send it to me and vice versa, things of that nature. So just make sure, it's all clean, and the production and feature credits are there. Because like I said, he comes on after me. He comes on from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday mornings. So just keep sending it to him. You can send it to me, but I mean, I'm not going to be I got a hip-hop show, a strictly hip-hop show. That's what I was saying with your boy. I was digging what I was hearing. I want to, get a couple joints on. So, but keep sending it to that Remedy Radio, too.
Yo, Head Rush, he probably would like radio stuff, too. Radio Raheem.
Oh, yeah, he sure would. You definitely would love radio stuff. You definitely would love Radio Naheem.
Just send the.
I gotta ask him if he got cleans. I gotta see if he got cleans of his music. He's been up on here, but he came from Clubhouse. Actually, me and him gonna be working together too. So
Phil Blunt too. You want to get Phil Blunt stuff too.
Yeah, because his stuff is if you already on the site, the DigiJoint, I put his Radio Raheem stuff already up on there, so you go check it out. But he got some dope joints. Is the type of music like lyricist dude. He's like, I think he's like 40 something years old.
42.
42, yeah. So, but definitely lyricist. He's from where he's from? Kansas City.
Kansas. He's from down there, same place Knox from.
where y'all boy been at, man?
Wichita.
Where y'all boy been at?
Huh?
Where y'all boy been at? Y'all boy Knox.
Oh, he don't know. Well, fill him in, Head Rush.
Oh shoot, Knox put himself in a bad position, so I guess he ain't allowed to be part of this platform.
He's suspended from school.
Oh, okay, I got you. Now I was here that day. Like I said, man, sometimes people gotta let themselves hear themselves. And
man. I mean, shoot, dude was pranking, man. He was definitely tripping for real.
But see, for me, I played a long game because I wanted him to. That's why I'm like, keep coming back, because when he was talking about he wasn't gonna play old boy stuff on the platform because it was divisive. See, I had something for that, but I wasn't gonna hit him with it. Then I was gonna wait.
What are you talking about divisive?
When he was talking about
your boy
Buddhas. He
was talking about the cop.
He wouldn't play Black America because it was a divisive song.
He said it was a divisive song. Yeah. Well, not even that. But my thing is, My thing is, I can give you divisive, and you probably be liking that shit and jamming it all the time. But see, that's why I was gonna hit it. But like, I like for people to go on and speak, say your piece. But I'm gonna give you perspective. You know what I'm saying?
What's funny, but what's funny is he turned around and acknowledged the song right after it, which was just as divisive as if you're gonna say Buddha's song was divisive because it talked about the truth about America, and then the next song talks about shooting and killing them up on the streets.
That's where I was going.
That's okay.
And that's where I was going. Exactly.
Now you showing us who you really are. Okay, you okay as long as we talk about bang bang shoot them up. That's some good music. But as soon as we talk about something that's over your head and empowering our own people to talk about what y'all have done that's fucked everything up, now it's divisive.
And that's what I was going to hit him with. That's what I was going to hit. But here's the thing. It's not even just, they don't understand that's a double. He doesn't understand that's a double standard. And that's why I was going to wait.
Logic.
Yeah, that's why I was going to wait till we had a few more shows and let y'all play some joints and then be like, oh, so you would let that, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like I said, I manage a group here in Houston, and we put on a lot of events for ourselves, and so we would go out and try to get with venues and things of that nature. And I'll never forget this one time, man. We went to this one venue, which is mainly more club, like standard club shit. Met with the dude, Caucasian cat. He, we was like telling him what we want to do, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yeah, man, I just don't, just as long as it's not going to be rowdy and, and blah, blah, blah. And we was like, well, nah, if we're not sitting there trying to explain ourselves, we know who we are. But I was like, no, that's not what we bringing. Like, this is some shit. And he was like, yeah, well, what do y'all sound like? I was like, well, we do hip hop. He was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I don't want the, so we played him our music and he like, oh, no, that's not hip hop. We looking like, what the fuck? But see, he was used to like that turn up shit all the time, and he want the music in there, but he don't want the element. So now we playing our stuff, and it don't sound like no turn up, And he like, oh no, that ain't hip hop. That's cool. That ain't like, and don't say no shit around like that around me, man. And it come to history. I don't, but I knew you ignorant, so I'm not about to go back and forth with you. But it's that type of mentality that people be having. They want the music, but they don't want the element that comes with it. And it's like, you're gonna take both of them. If you're gonna take it, take both of them. You can't take one or the other. So that's not how this shit works.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, he put himself in the doghouse. So, it is what it is. I'm just, what I'm saying? I'm just glad we got to see who he was, for who he was, I guess.
And he had mad chances. That was like his third, fourth chance right there.
That was like number 5, bro, because the first 2 times it kind of slid by and ain't nobody say nothing. It was just kind of like a whatever type, Because
damn right, I caught shit too.
The way I saw it is because it wasn't like directed at us. It was just like the way he would talk to people. Like, all right, I'm gonna tell you, I can't remember exactly who we was talking to, but he got on there talking about making sure your IRC codes and all this shit was properly tagged and all this. And this person was like, man, I've been doing this for like 10 years already, bro. All my shit is right. He was like, yeah, but artists seem to don't know the business side of things and see. It was like, wait a minute. This motherfucker just sat here and said they got all their shit lined up. They've been working with all these people. I'm pretty sure they got their business lined up, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? And it was just kind of like, it was almost like he was downplaying their intelligence because after they specifically said they know what to do with their shit and everything is properly tagged, he still went by and said as if he didn't hear it the first time. Like, what the fuck, bro? Stop fucking treating people like they idiots and shit.
I ain't know his jacket. So, I wasn't gonna, when I came in here, I didn't know who, whose man he was or what, but, I found his Instagram and I'm kind of looking at shit and I ain't no fool, man. That nigga was sitting there talking about like, he don't be paying for stuff. Nah, brother, you paying. I know.
Yeah, because if you got
I know
1,000
Instagram
followers, you got
shits.
7,000 followers, and your post that you put up only got 3 people liking it. You ain't got 7,000 followers, bro.
Well, here's the thing. He had people liking it, but when you look at the names, it's a lot of Middle Eastern name. That's a farm system, though. I know what I'm looking at.
It could be
you look at the
bots.
followers.
wow.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bots. It's a bunch of bots. You pay for that. You pay for that to make your page look like. But he said on here specifically, he don't do no shit like that. But I looked at the page. I'm like, nah, these are bots, bro. I know what I'm looking at.
Well, you know what's fucked up about that? I don't pay for shit on social media, and I'll be having that weird ass shit on my damn status. Like, promote.
Right, you'll get 1 or 2.
Like,
yeah, you'll get 1 or 2.
And I'm like, where the fuck are y'all coming from?
Right.
I'll be trying to delete the shit.
Females pay for that shit all the time. The models and all
they do it. Everyone.
Yo,
I don't want to pay for no followers. Huh?
It was a girl. I think was she in it today or yesterday? In Clubhouse in the room, the morning joint.
Uh-huh.
And damn, what was her name? Because I went to her page, and she had I think she was like real light skin, almost looked white. She might was white, but she was real light skin, and she like real slim, looked pretty alright. But I went to her page. She had 12 point something K followers.
Right.
So I'm like, So I'm going through her joint, and I'm looking like most of her joints is around, 100 likes, 200 likes. I think one of them was probably like 500 the most, or something like views. It was like because it was a video. So I'm like, yeah, she paid for this because if you got 12, anything over, you got over 10K, you should have way more people liking your joint. You should have a minimum at least 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And the views and whatnot should be up there. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see low numbers and they got like 50K, 20K, and they only get 100 through all their pictures, like you look through all their joints, and there's only like 100 here and there, then they pay for their joint. Their joint ain't really real. I wish Instagram, because I know they did it. And that's when they call you heard about with Mace, right? When Mace had his joint, and I think Instagram did like a sweep, and like Mace account after his joint, because he had some fake followers or whatever, paid for or whatever. He had over 1 million something plus followers. But once they did that little cleanup, and his followers was really low, he deleted his IG. And saying people caught wind of that and was started teasing him about that.
Yeah, man, perception is really what this shit is all about, and that's the reason why people do that. Because if I say I'm doing this and blah 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 blah, and you go to my Instagram and you just see a number, you're like, oh, this person popping. But if you really know what you're looking at, you can tell that something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And your boy, he said one day, I know I heard him say, he said he had been doing this for 27 years. I'm like, how you do? You 38. So that means she was doing this since she was 11. Like, come on, man. So that lets me know, because I'm around, I've been around people, man, that like to bullshit. And I'm just a person, man, like if I see you bullshitting, I'm gonna let you keep talking. But I'm gonna keep hitting you to let you know, don't bullshit with me. Because there's no need for that, man. We grown men up in here, man. You do what you do. Like I can sit up here and lie about my show and be like, oh, I'm doing, my shit is on community radio. I've been trying to get this shit just seen. Like that's it. Like that's it. Ain't no need for all that extra shit. Ain't no need to be making you think I'm bigger than, it's nigga. Every time somebody came on there, I'm part of the blah 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 blah, and I do the ass cap and blah blah blah. And it's like, now, even if you got worthy information, I can't trust your information now, because I know you've been bullshitting me on this other shit. So you could be bullshitting about this other stuff that you say you do know about. You know what I'm saying?
And he tried to talk like a hipper, and I had to tell him where I'm from. I'm like, dog, I'm from the Bronx. I live right down the block from 1520 Cedric Avenue. If you know your history, that's Cool Herc's building.
He wouldn't know what that is. Like I kind of knew that.
I lived down the block.
Kid Capri, he didn't know what Kid Capri
was.
Oh
yeah. That was weeks before he got up on here. That's when I got out my seat Y'all can see I got out my seat, went out the office. I left the office.
But here's my thing, man. It's all right. I'm like, it's all right if you don't know people. That's fine, man. Like,
but
you can't.
What?
But here's the thing: if you don't know somebody, that's fine. No matter who they are. But when you put your jacket out there, like you've been doing this for 27. Well, then now I'm questioning you. Like, what do you mean you don't know this person? If you coming in hot like that,
Man,
then you should know.
When you say you have a DJ coalition and you don't know who Kid Capri is,
right?
You need to stop advertising that shit right away.
That's what I'm saying. Like your math got to add up, dog. If that shit ain't adding up, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so not only that, I would be, because I was gonna be like, yo, you got that many numbers. Well, and I kept saying it. I was like, I know there's four honorably known coalitions out there that if you a DJ or you in the game or somewhat music industry, you would know these 4 names, that I would mention: Core DJs, Nerve DJs, Fleet DJs, and Coast to Coast. You know what I'm saying? Those are like the most known. There's many more, but those are like the 4 most known as far as that has been out there for some time. Your joint, I'm like, where? All right, okay, you got that many people. Then why ain't no music conference ever been done?
Why you ain't hosting your own damn conference call?
Nerve. No, I'm not talking about the call. I'm talking about music conference. Fleet DJs, we about to do our 11th annual in Florida, Jacksonville to Florida in July. Core DJ does theirs. Nerve DJ does theirs. Coast to Coast used to do theirs and everything like that. If you got that many people, because our numbers, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fleet, like as far as DJ wise, we don't have that many DJs. We got probably like 3, 4, but collectively, people, we probably got over 7, because there's different people that do different things. Everybody's not a DJ. We got models, we got all kind of people that do different things, publicists, producers, artists. We got a whole screw of everything. So collectively, as a whole, as far as how many people as a whole, yeah, it's definitely probably over 700 or whatever. But DJ wise, it's less than that.
Yeah, like I said, man, your math just needs to add up. What you saying, man. That's really all it comes down to. I understand, you want to look bigger than whatever, because that's clearly what his agenda was just to look bigger than what it was. But
the same thing he does, we could do too. The same thing he does, we could do too.
But that's what I'm saying.
Behind that computer, we could do that too.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the end, once you get out of that metaverse, my air quotes up, you got to be in the real world where people can really see what you're doing. And if it ain't looking like, I went through that Instagram, because I was like, man, let me hear what this music.
I went through his too. I went through his,
and I was like, this shit kind of remind me of some like, what's the boy from here in Houston, Riff Raff. Like that's how that shit was kind of. It was kind of coming off like some of that shit was coming off like kind of like what is this? You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of know what I kind of knew what I was dealing with at that point, but. Like I said, I didn't know who he was amongst y'all, so I wasn't really trying to hit him in the head like that. But
Well, bro, I mean, me and Manny had a conversation, about this situation after all of that stuff hit the fan, because we at Strong Side Radio, we was like sponsors for Next Level, so we had to sit back and talk about this, get him on out the way, and he brought up a good observation. He was like, bro, why the hell are we dealing with this dude and he always got the same damn shirt on? I said, oh shit. He got the same damn shirt.
You said shirt, same shirt?
Yeah, it seems like he wore the same shirt every day. And not only that, I was like, yeah, you're right. And then the fact that he says he's the CEO of a DJ coalition, all right, well, if you got 700 DJs and you got all this shit going on with Trill Will, and Trill Will doing all these songs with Lil Meech, then y'all should have some paper behind it. Why do you not have a haircut, dog?
Boy, say he was on some cartoon shit. Same thing every episode. Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. He never, if you notice, he never shaved. He always had the long scraggly hair, never shaved his beard, none of that stuff. So it's like when you sit back and start analyzing shit and looking at it like, damn, why the fuck was we even like dealing with this motherfucker? He was like, you know what? It was kind of, I guess, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though, Head Rush, I ain't even mad, because here's the thing, man. You know, when people put themselves out there like that, they don't want you to know what's behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the purpose.